What's good? How are y'all doing? Happy full moon. All right. Just down a little bit more. How are y'all doing? So we're getting, I'm just doing general messages for each sign. They may be a little bit longer than my normal videos, like the love readings. So I'm gonna pull a card from each two oracle decks, and then we're gonna clarify with some tarot, okay? Hey, military butterfly, Jessica. Hey, Maria, John. All right, how y'all doing? Sorry, I just gotta chill out. I swear, my nerves. I've been on YouTube for 2 years and I still get nervous when I come live. How are y'all doing? Hey, Vanessa, Claire, Luke. All right. So yeah, I got a new oracle deck and I'm really excited to use it. And then I'm also going to pull from the butterfly oracle, and then we're going to clarify with some tarot, okay? Hey, Kathy, Ricky, David, Vanessa, Claire, Jennifer. How y'all doing? Isn't the moon pretty tonight? I was driving earlier to get coffee, and I was like yelling and screaming in my Jeep, like just howling. It just feels good. I mean, think about it. We don't get to like scream from the top of our lungs too often. So I probably look like a crazy person, but it just feels so good. And the moon was just so pretty. So pretty. So anyway. So we're starting from Aries and we're going right down through to Pisces. All right. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to adjust myself. What do we have for Aries? What messages do we have for Aries, universe? Sorry, I have to let the nerves fade. Every time I come live, I have to let the nerves fade or my readings get screwed up. Okay. So anyone that wants to start YouTube, just know I still get nervous when I come live. It doesn't go away. But whatever. Hey, Victoria girl, thanks for coming on. All right, what do we got for Aries? Oh my dear. Try to stick around. You're at work. All right, no problem, girl. Thank you, military butterfly Creole. Thank you for all you do for us. We love you. Please stay safe. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm doing my best to stay safe. Even though I'm really wanting to go out tomorrow night. I even like, there's a mom's group in my town and I'm like, anybody want to go out tomorrow night because I want to do something. Like, I feel it. It's been over a year since I was like actually out, you know, having a drink, you know, I'd never do that. So I was hoping to tomorrow night, but we'll see. I'm not going by myself. All right. What do we got for Aries? Let's get to it. Okay, we're good. What messages do we have for Aries, universe? Ooh, woman holding a heart. All right. Woman holding a heart. What messages do we have for Aries? And healing from the past, Aries. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are moving on to something more creative, something more fulfilling to you on an emotional level, pulling from your heart chakra as well, pulling from the feels. And I always say, like, when you're meditating, when you're grounding yourself through music, through the feels, you know, that powerful energy, that's something that's going to be useful to you when you're manifesting any new direction, Aries. But I do feel like this is in regards to some form of creative aspect. but there is a need here to release something from the past, release something that you may have felt like a bystander in the past, is what I want to say. Okay, you may have felt like a bystander, like your efforts or what you were putting into a situation wasn't being acknowledged or recognized. Thank you, Livia. I really appreciate that. But I do feel Aries as well with the 4-4. I mean, 8 signify power and progression, and I feel like there's something more on an individual basis for you, Aries, that you're going to have to take control over, but you're going to have to approach it from a different way, maybe more of a feminine way. Even if you're a female and you normally are used to attacking something, just doing the must-dos, going for it, getting the only the necessary things done. This is about enjoying the process, not half-assing anything, enjoying the process, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, and also being able to manipulate that energy to manifest something in the creative field, art, you know, dance, whatever it may be for you. Tell me about these cards for Aries, universe, spirits, and guides. Tell me about these cards for Aries. And I do feel like a lot of you guys have been holding on to something in the past, or there's been something you've been nonstop persistent in from the past. And it's now got to the point where an ego that's not validating an authentic part of you is taking over and needs to see some form of results from the past because of your ego. It has nothing to do with any form of authentic value to your soul. So keep that in mind. That's why I said this new direction, it's more of a slower process. It's more of a, it's tuning into your divine feminine, right? Just, there's a need to do something differently here. And in that need and new direction, it comes power as well. There's power in the new you, or in some form of future endeavor or glow up, right? It's about a glow up. Tell me about these cards for Aries. So the Empress, that's that divine feminine energy I was just talking about, right? This is just taking your time, enjoying yourself, even if you're a man, you know, doing yourself up nice, doing whatever you got to do to make yourself feel good, even if that's just cooking yourself dinner, lighting some candles. This is tuning into that enjoyable energy, right? And the Empress, she doesn't need anybody, and she's so confident within herself. She's not really concerned about opinions. She's very nurturing. She takes care of herself. She takes care of others, and she attracts a lot of people because of that. And I do feel this Empress energy, male or female, this is something that you're going to have to step into. You know, enjoying the little things, smelling the flowers, you know, metaphorically speaking, right? Doing something different here. Doing something different with Justice in reverse and 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is about pulling yourself out of a very dark period, Aries. This is about taking your energy and diverting it and using, like, for example, for me, just listening to music for an hour, you know, I listen to a lot of pagan music and things of that nature, and just enjoying doing my makeup, enjoying the process of something here. That energy is going to help you make better decisions for yourself. Because right now with Justice in reverse, I do feel like you're having a hard time making the right decision because your ego is constantly wanting to take over. The masculine energy of, I need a victory in this. I'm not going to quit till I have a victory, even if it's not good for your higher self. That energy is sabotaging your future opportunities. And with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress, this is about being able to walk away from something and not looking back and just shrugging your shoulders to it. Okay? And like I said, embracing that feministic energy. And that's the most powerful energy we can be into. And there's nothing more valuable than being able to take time out of your day to just listen to music and go shopping, maybe do something you never really normally do, and expose that side of yourself and experience it. Because a lot of us don't even take the time naturally because we're in this auto energy of, I'm not like that. That's not me. I don't care about this, that, and the third. I don't care about getting my nails done or whatever it is, you know, whatever it is for you. But this is about experiencing that side of yourself because it has so many more opportunities attached to it, okay? And it will pull you out of not only financial stress, but it will pull you out of feeling empty, feeling not good enough, feeling like you lost out on something, right? So this is definitely Aries just telling your masculine energy to shut up and just embracing the new and embracing the new you as well. Okay? So we do have Taurus energy and Libra, so they could be heavily impacted in your life, but hey Roxanne, Vanessa. All right, I need some coffee. And a lot of people, Aries, like I'm talking about, like experiencing the new you. You get a lot of haters when you embrace a new energy because people try to tell you you're being fake. People try to tell you you're full of yourself, whatever it is, but they don't know that you. And they don't need to, and that's the beauty in that whole situation. When you switch energies, when you switch vibes, you're also going to be switching the people you attract, and you're going to attract people that are good for that part of your life. And every new experience and level that we enter, we do need to be able to know ourselves and our worth enough to be able to step into a new soul, a new powerful energy. People can sometimes hold really tightly to one set way of being and existing in this reality when we can be whatever the hell we want to be. And each one is authentic depending on the moment in time you're judging, right? All right, so let's move on to Taurus. What do we got for Taurus? Taurus. What do we got for Taurus, universe, spirits, and guides? What messages do we have for Taurus? Oh, that guy just wanted to fly out. Goddess of the moon. And what a perfect time, right? I feel like Taurus with Goddess of the moon, this is definitely being someone that people are relying on right now. Thank you, Brady's Tarot Girl. I checked out your channel the other day too. You're gorgeous, for one, and secondly, keep posting. Okay, so Taurus, I feel like right now you are that energy of bliss. You are that energy of that people are relying on, or people are turning to, Taurus, okay? You're bringing stability, and you're aligning things in place for other people just by existing in the soul that you're present in, right? So I do feel with Goddess of the Moon, this is about just simply existing, embracing this energy that you're in, because it is of value to the ones around you. People that you may not even expect to be leaning on your power, leaning on your energy, Taurus. I feel like it's just, how do I say? I don't know, I'm not going to focus on it too much. Give me another card here for Taurus. Another card for Taurus, please. Oh, damn, that's way too many. One more card for Taurus, please. And body changes, okay? We have self-employment at the bottom. So Taurus, I feel like a lot of you guys are taking action in your health, in your nutrition. You're taking action in, you know, getting back into your comfort level, or to the health level that you feel okay in, okay? So a lot of you guys, like I said, you're really focusing on your health. You're focusing on your mental health. You may be, you know, implementing new diet changes, whatever it is. It's like you're really getting a hold of that part of your life. And I don't feel like you're necessarily looking at the horizons right now, or the bigger picture, Taurus. You're looking at, well, what's the next step? You're looking at something very small, but that's your power right now. And that's why people are naturally drawn to you, because your simplicity behind whatever it is you're doing eases people, or eases people's energy. Okay, so even right now, or moving on to the next few days, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of people attracted to you, attracted you know, it could be love related too, right? So someone or a group of people is attracted to your security, okay? And you're over here just focusing on, well, I gotta shift up my diet, my health, I gotta, you know, implement new schedules and work, whatever it may be. It's like you're not thinking too big right now, because that's what's keeping you sane, you know, starting from the exterior realm and working your way in and allowing that power to recycle out and manifest it for something that's truly powerful, okay? Tell me about these cards for Taurus, please. Tell me about these cards for Taurus. Ooh. With the Three of Swords, the Lovers, and the Four of Pentacles in reversed. So Taurus, there's definitely a very strong soulmate energy here that's impacting you, okay? There's a very mutual connection you have with someone, and I do feel like there was heartbreak involved, or there's someone that it just felt like they stole something. It's like they've given you something and then they stole it or took it right back. And I feel like there is a lot of heartbreak, and you're recognizing the instability in the situation, and instead of crying about it, instead of milking the pain out, that's why you're putting all this energy into the mundane changes of life that get your focus diverted in other aspects without the exhausting energy of huge goals, right? So I do feel, like I said, there was heartbreak involved here in regards to a connection that you were recognizing. It just kind of slipped away from you, or it wasn't what you thought it was. It wasn't as stable or grounded that as you thought it was. Give me another card here for Taurus. Yeah, with the Hangman, the Devil, and the Death in reverse. So this is you seeing the situation from another perspective, and also loving yourself enough to say, okay, this caused a lot of pain. I don't like this clarity that I'm receiving, but you know that you need to take some time out to work on you, right? To shift your everyday decisions, to not focus on this pain. Because with the Death in reverse and the Lovers upright, you still feel a very strong pull toward this person, Taurus. But with the Devil and the Chariot in reverse, your motivation or determination to get things moving with this person is just not there anymore. Something was very evident for you. The toxicity behind this connection and relationship, it was very evident for you. But that's why you're taking things in stride right now. You're taking things step by step. Just give me a card in the Lovers for the external energy. The Star and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So you are this person's wish come true, Taurus. It could be an Aquarius. But this is someone that still has a lot of hope with you, and that may drive you crazy because you're feeling that energy, or you're feeling the need from them of you. And it just makes that pull or temptation or desire much more harder to block. Okay, and this is someone that definitely lacks willpower when it comes to you. This is someone that feels some form of impact on an energetic level of you. Like, the best way I can explain it, Taurus, is this is someone that's taking from you energetically, from the situation, from this relationship. But in the process, they're crossing your boundaries, or they have crossed your boundaries. But they're not looking at it like that. This is someone not really concerned about the way it has impacted you or is impacting you. Okay, so this is more so the process of you setting boundaries and starting with those small decisions you make every single day. Okay, because that's what brings back your sanity. I do feel like this is a chaser, I guess you could say, or this is someone chasing you, because you are their wish fulfillment. But you know the toxicity behind this whole situation. You may feel like this is someone sabotaging your happiness or sabotaging opportunities moving forward. But I also don't feel like there's a lot of talking happening here for you, Taurus, and this person, if this is love related or if it's work related. There's no talking in this spread. So this person, maybe there needs to be a conversation if this is a relationship or something of that nature. But some of you guys, like I said, could have talked about the main issue here, but this person isn't aware of how much they hurt you, and maybe they need to be. Okay, so we do have Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo. So You're just healing, Taurus. Or at least getting yourself grounded again so you can make better decisions for yourself, because your decision making may have been distorted or confusing, and that freaked you out too. Recognizing I'm not the best of decision makers. I need to get my shit together, you know? Thank you, Brady's Tarot Girl. The accuracy is mind-boggling. You are amazing, Rose. Well, thank you so much, girl. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, girl. Yeah, I was watching your video and you reminded me so much of me when I started Brady's Tarot. You reminded me of me when I started, like, no lie. Like, you're really good, so. Anyway, moving on to Gemini. What messages do we have for Gemini? Universe, spirits, and guides. What messages do we have for Gemini? Oh, that's way too many, guys. What messages do we have for Gemini? The World wanted to come out, Gemini. Now, the World in this deck is actually a little bit different compared to the tarot, I guess you could say. This is about progress and looking at your options as well. 9 and 2. I mean, this is about partnerships, progression, making decisions about new opportunities. And like this guy is looking at the earth. It's like you are looking at your life, Gemini, on a bigger scale. And 9 and 2, like I said, 11, and that makes 2. So this is about progress, decisions, releasing other options to move toward new options, narrowing, Gemini, the amount of decisions you have to make by already looking at it from the biggest aspect you can. So a lot of you guys, Gemini, are thinking very big right now. And it's like you're looking at the world and your opportunities. You're looking at things from a very big picture, and whatever doesn't suit your biggest aspiration or your biggest desire or dream, it's not having a place in your life. Okay, because like I said, you already see the maze or the map from a grand scale of things, and you know exactly what goes where or what will work there, you know? That's the best way I can explain it. So give me another card here for Gemini. Give me a card for Gemini, please. And Windfall. I feel like this is almost like a daydreaming type of energy for you, Gemini. This is you being all up in your head, thinking about all these thoughts and seeds, I guess you could say, that are coming your way. This is allowing your thoughts to flow, allowing the biggest of dreams, the biggest of hopes and desires to sink in. It's almost like you're taking everything throughout your thought process, throughout these waves of moments of inspiration. You're taking everything and allowing it to sink in, and you're disposing of what doesn't fit with you or what doesn't work for you. So a lot of you guys could be almost doing a lot of trial and error right now, Gemini. There's a lot of trial and error happening for you. You may be trying new things, experiencing new things, going to different classes, meeting with different people. It's like you're in a trial and error mode, okay? Because you're kind of trying to figure out where your spot is, or where your energy is deserved, I guess you could say. And there's a lot of information, or there's a lot of ideas, inspiration coming your way, or coming in your energy, okay? I feel like you feel, Gemini, as though you need to make a decision. Even though you don't know what that decision is, you feel heavily like you need to make a decision. That's why there's this rushed energy of trial and error, start and stops. It's like you just want to be able to be focused on something, you know? What can you tell me about this energy for Gemini? We have the Lovers and the Strength in reversed. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So the Lovers, Gemini, is your energy, okay? I feel like this is you getting a glimpse or getting a short clip of your highest self. It's almost like you see your highest self, or you see your potential. You understand what you really could manifest in your life. And this is you getting back in your energy, feeling good about yourself, and just allowing the alignment to feed you different aspects of different areas or directions. The Lovers is about alignment. It's about the light that comes after darkness. And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Gemini, this is you coming out of a very dark time, a very heavy time, a confused time, and you are entering this very powerful alignment. But it's almost like, you know, say, I don't want to use that example actually, but say if you were locked in a room for a long period of time and then you finally get let out, it's like, well, this is cool, but I don't know where to go, or I don't know where the restaurant is. It's like you're feeling it, but you just don't know where to go. And with Strength in reversed, Gemini, a lot of you guys are questioning your ability to stand in your power, okay? So just be careful of opinions from family, friends, even love, okay? Because if your love doesn't even want you to be happy, or criticizes what you authentically want in your life, they're not your love. Let's just be real. But so just be careful that you don't allow people to try to pull you down, because you're in a very mutable energy, okay? And you are naturally a mutable sign, but you're in an energy where you may allow people to get in your head. So just be mindful of that, okay? Give me another card here for Gemini with the Emperor. So this Gemini, whatever emotional baggage or emotional confusion you were left with in the past, thank you, Janet girl, I really appreciate that. I feel like you're definitely coming out of a time, Gemini, with the Four of Swords at the bottom, where you have thought long and hard about your emotions, about your love, about maybe aspects of your life where your love was invested but not was reciprocated. And this is you coming to the conclusion, Gemini, that it's not worth it. Something's not worth it here. Even if that's, you know, a job that you invested a lot of energy into, there's something not worth it. This is you closing off emotionally and making the best decisions for your long-term self. That's what the Emperor does. He's very responsible. He's very intimidating as well. So I do feel, Gemini, like a lot of you guys are coming across very intimidating, or very people aren't sure how to take you, when deep down I do feel like there's a lot of fears, but you're not allowing that to dictate your decisions. And that's really all that matters, okay? Just be mindful of opinions, because I do feel, like I said, with the Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you've taken a lot of time. You've processed this. You've digest whatever pain, whatever disappointments you've been through. And it's like you just want a clean slate. So this is really, really good energy for you, Gemini. So just embrace this alignment energy. Embrace the messages coming through to you. Embrace the seeds, because those confusing times in our life are also the most inspirational. It's part of the process, and the process is the funnest part. And if you're not enjoying the process of moving toward whatever direction you're going to, it's likely not going to succeed. You know, and I feel like you're just enjoying the process, I guess you could say right now, of your moving toward a new endeavor. It could be moving toward new love too, so cross watchers it could be. But I feel like this is very, you feel empowered, Gemini. So just roll with that energy for the next few days, and don't feel like a failure because you don't know exactly what you're doing. Just roll with it, experiment, trial and error, right? So we do have Leo energy, we have Gemini, Aries. So it's good energy. All right. Now moving on to Cancer. Moving on to Cancer. I might have to take a quick break after Virgo, guys. But if you guys can't stay up this late, timestamps will be in the description, okay? So what do we have? And by break, I mean I'm just going to walk away for a minute and come right back. Okay. Okay, that didn't work out. What do we have for Cancer, universe, spirits, and guides? What do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? Ooh, victory wanted to show its face. And damn, Cancer, I did your guys' reading. If you haven't watched it, check it out. But you guys are definitely coming through with a victory in something. Okay, with the 28, you may be ending some cycles, or you're clearing hosts here in your expectations of other people, in your expectations of self. It's like you're clearing hosts, you're releasing baggage. And I do feel like there is going to be some form of victory for you, Cancer. There's also going to be Judgment Day, so to speak, and in every full moon or in all moon cycles, there is a process, right? That is filled with temptation, that is filled with clarity, and it's our decision to be able to make the proper discernment on our decisions, to be able to make the right decisions based off past experiences. And coming Judgment Day, I guess you could say, within the next week or two, there's definitely going to be some form of victory here for you, Cancer, because of how you responded to the situations in your life. Justice, I guess you could say. Justice. And I always tell that to people, like, through, I mean, I don't know if you guys operate based off the moon cycles, but there is Judgment Day, you know? It's simply like, okay, well, what have you done? We've given you the answers, we've given you the seeds. What have you done with that? And that's why a lot of people, they pursue different directions and pursue love, whatever it is, and they quit really quickly because they fall on the temptation, which the temptation comes before Judgment Day. But if you resisted that temptation, and temptation is not necessarily always what we think it is, right? The devil can wear a disguise very easily. If you resist that temptation, then come Judgment Day, prior to the new moon, you're going to receive your reward. But sometimes people think, well, it was really hard, or I started to lose track of myself. It's like, yeah, because that is the test. That is the test of the energy and the seeds that the universe gave you. It's like Michael Jackson always said. Michael Jackson said, if I don't do this, or if I don't take this idea from the universe is gonna give it to the next best. And at the time, the next best was Prince, you know? So he's like, I have to keep pursuing because Prince is gonna get it. And seeds and energy, ideas, they're flowing in the universe. It's like little bubbles. And if we don't take it, if we don't manifest the shit out of that, someone else is going to take it right out from under you. Okay. So let's get a card for Cancer. Ooh, not that many. Another card for Cancer, please. Courage. See, this is the test of time, Cancer. Courage. Yes, it's going to require courage. It's going to require strength, persistence. And sometimes when things get heavy and things get very overwhelming as far as what is the right thing to do for me in this moment in time, well, if it's something repeating itself, how did it work out for you last time? You know, how well did it work out for you last time? Or if you quit on a project, how did that make you feel? You know, this is about courage, resilience. And with that will come a victory, okay? So what can you tell me about these messages for Cancer? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can you tell me about these messages for Cancer? Man, you guys have a powerful energy. 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, 2 of Pentacles in reversed, and the Page of Swords in reverse. There's an energy either keeping an eye on you, Cancer, or there's family, friends. This could be a commitment as well with the Hierophant that is gonna require a very solid front, or a very solid you. A you that knows who you is, and a you that knows how your energy is impacted based on this, that, and the third. Because I do feel it's almost like, I don't want to say drama is required from you, but the need to be able to embrace some form of self-control despite opinions, despite gossipers. The Page of Swords in reverse is a very immature communicator. It's someone that just spreads lies, you know, does a lot of speculation, doesn't actually have adult conversations. And I feel like if this is a commitment, Cancer, there's almost someone pulling you down, even if they're not literally doing it. Their energy and the lack of alignment with yours is pulling you down, okay? Because you are seeing so much bigger than this whole situation. And I feel like this is an energy, like I said, if this isn't a relationship, this is people that are envious of you, people that are jealous of you, people that you know, even if it's a brother or sister that's constantly negative when you come at them with your ideas, you know what I mean? This is about distancing yourself from those energies. Stop expecting something then you know that they can't give you. Okay, so if there are people that don't see your vision, don't go to them. You know, people aren't required to see our vision or to be as excited as we are. You need to find the people that are, and if you can't find them, go solo. You know, that's how it is. Because I do feel like there's a higher level of understanding you'll need to deal with these energies around your space Cancer, because there will be conflict, there will be people that try to pull at you. What's that song? I don't know, I can't think of it. But I wish I could think of it, because all I can picture is the music video and they're just pulling at her and they're pulling off all her clothes and she makes it to the light and she finally has that what do you call it, that grace of her persistence through it all. And I feel like you're gonna have grace and a victory if you can persist through it all, despite the conflict, despite the jealousy, despite haters or people that have really ill intentions with you, Cancer. It's going to need a higher level of wisdom. Okay, and with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, this is about, you know, entering the metamorphosis of your life. This is about being willing to drop something, even if it causes imbalance. You know, and I feel like a lot of you guys have been holding on to a situation because that's what you needed to do to keep things balanced. But sometimes we got to rough things up and allow things to be destroyed so we can build onto the new. And also with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, in the Wild and Unknown deck, it's actually a butterfly who's going through metamorphosis stage. And it's a huge decision that requires a lot of change. A move, maybe a lot of you guys may need to move, but this is releasing something that you only held because it made sense or because you felt responsible for other people's happiness. And the thing is you're not responsible for anyone, especially grown-ass adults, especially when they're coming at you with this energy. Okay, so there's a need to persist through it all, I guess you could say, Cancer, and you will come out with a victory. And there will likely be some form of cycle ending, but it's going to take courage. And just keep that in mind about what I said about Judgment Day. Everybody in any industry, in any spirit, goes through the temptation process and goes through that period where you feel like no one's there for you. It's about what you do when no one's there for you, or when no one understands you. You persist through it. So when Judgment Day comes, you have your blessings. That's why you can never judge anybody, because you don't know how they are on an authentic level when it comes to their energy, because the universe's currency is energy. And we don't know anyone's authentic self as much as we want to. We don't know what their intentions are ever. And this is about keeping your intentions pure and focus on happiness, focus on the grace of the universe when Judgment Day comes. Okay, so Cancer is good energy. It may be a little rough, but just know it will come to an end. Okay. Exactly. Even if you know them for years, you don't know them. You don't know how they're feeling. You don't know what their natural energy is. You just don't. And the universe blesses people based off their authentic energy. You know? So, what do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo, universe, spirits, and guides? Hey, Cindy, Armenia. Oh, dear. What do we have for Leo? Oh my gosh, I can't shuffle these at all. They're so big. What messages do we have for Leo? Okay, that's 4 cards, guys. I can't take that. Let's try this again. What messages do we have for Leo? Sorry, guys. What messages do we have for Leo, please? First chakra, Archangel Michael. Okay, so this is about your root chakra. Leo, this is about your belief system, your paradigm, the way you view what's wrong, what's right, what's standard, what's necessary for you, how people view you, what's important overall. This is your root. This is your, like I said, your base, your ability to, your root chakra can dictate whether you say yes or no to the universe. If your root chakra isn't aligned with your own soul, it's aligned with the perceptions and ideas and perspectives of other people, it gets impacted, because then we're essentially possessed, because our root, what keeps us grounded, is dictated by other people. Okay, so there is a power struggle, I want to say here for you, Leo, and it has to do with your root chakra. This is about who you are, Leo. Who are you? On an authentic whole, who are you? Who are you? Do you make your own decisions, or do the opinions of others make your decisions for you, or do the belief systems that maybe you have yourself wrapped up in? Who are you? Because the way you may perceive yourself or perceive your life, or what's expected of you, what's how people may look at you or what they want from you, that's somehow shifting your ability to take your own power and manifest your own opportunities. What other messages do we have for Leo? What other messages do we have for Leo, please? And dietary change with parental care at the bottom. So if you're a mother or a father, a lot of you guys may have lost yourself, and please don't take this the wrong way, but a lot of people can lose themselves in what they do for others, what they do for their kids, what they do for their family. It's like you're losing yourself in what you're doing for everybody else. And in the process, you may be kind of allowing yourself to fade away or diminish. And your excuse is, well, these people need me. Well, they're not going to be able to use you if you don't take care of yourself and properly manage what you can handle, being able to say no to people as well. Okay, so a lot of you guys maybe need to take some time out in your day to just focus on you. However you want to do that, dance, do your makeup, whatever it is, something here you need to focus on you. And this is going to give you also the ability to figure out who you are on an authentic level, and also not holding on to who you was in the past, because some people... What the fuck was that? Sorry. Sorry, that just made my heart stop. Also not focusing on who you were in the past, because sometimes we can hold on to a childhood dream or a past self that we think is who we are, but that was only dictated when we were a child based off experiences we were going through as a child, So now it's time to take the experiences you went through, the experiences you want to experience moving forward, and say, who do I need to be to get this or that or the third? And like I said, if you don't take care of yourself because you're constantly giving into other people, then you're going to just fade away. You're going to dwindle. You're not going to have energy. You're going to become resentful toward people and situations, relationships, whatever it may be. Okay? Tell me about these messages for Leo, please. Tell me about these messages for Leo. So we have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands. One more card. With the Nine of Cups in reverse. So for a lot of you, there could be a lot of emotional codependence happening for you if there's a relationship, or the reaction from other people may impact how you even react or handle yourself. Okay, and it's kind of steering you off down a river that you don't want to be on, because you're not prepared for that river, nor do you care about that river, I guess you could say. And with the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands, it's almost like there's a determination here, Leo, to break a wall down, to break something down. It's almost like you feel like if I keep going, if I keep persisting, if I stand here for this person, for these people, if I continue and persist, this wall will break, okay? Because I do feel whether it's you or someone you're dealing with, someone is very persistently, very guarded to you, very guarded, maybe making you feel not good enough, making you feel like what you're doing, even if you're giving them the world, they may not feel like that's good enough, and that's impacting where your energy is going. Because with the Nine of Cups in reverse, this is, like I said, not knowing who you are. Who are you? What are you willing to put up with? What standards, what boundaries do you need to set in order to get the proper treatment from the ones around you? You know, even if it's, I don't care. A lot of people disagree with me. I don't care how close you are with your family. If they treat you like shit and constantly make you feel this small when you walk in the room, cut those people out of your life. You don't have to be rude, but you don't have to entertain it either. You know? You just don't. So who are you? Because I feel like there's a lot of energy being invested into, well, it's going to get better. You know, I just got to persist. I just got to keep giving. I just got to keep charging forward. But the Knight of Wands can run out of energy really quickly, Leo. And I feel like a lot of you guys constantly hit this wall because however you are responding to the decisions you need to make, you're making these decisions to get some form of approval from other people. It's not for you. That's why you can't persist, because you're not enjoying the process. And if you're not enjoying the process, there's nothing sustainable about that whatsoever. Give me one more card here on the Knight of Wands. With the Moon in reverse, that's that false mask. This Knight of Wands, Leo, which I do feel like it's you. It's like this constant, persistent energy, quick bouts of energy, quick bouts of decisions, impulsively doing something because you feel like it will break some form of wall, but that energy doesn't last because it's not coming from an authentic place. Okay? This is about figuring out who you are. Figuring out who you really are. It's like Billie Eilish said, I watched an interview. I'm not a huge Billie Eilish fan, but she's cool. She said, everything I do and create and the music I make, I want to make sure that I authentically liked it. Because if there was no one on this world or the world exploded and all I got is my music, I want to make sure I like it. You know, whatever it is you're doing or investing your time into, make sure you are proud of it. You are staying true to you. Or really, it's kind of worthless without the recognition of other people. You know? We do have Sagittarius energy. We have Pisces and Cancer. And let me tell you, Leo, if you are struggling with just kind of going after things you want, or you're struggling with your root chakra or your paradigm and your belief system, just do something. This is what I do, guys. I'm letting all my secrets out tonight. If you want to get the wrong people out of your life, do something you wouldn't normally do. Do something bold. Be bold. Be bold in some aspect of your life. See who sticks around. You know? See who sticks around. Be bold. And if people try to oppress you when you're being bold and in your power, hell with them. Just let the universe filter those people out for you. You know, the haters, the naysayers, whatever it is. Just do something bold. I do that like all the time. You know, but make sure it's something that you authentically enjoy, you know? Like, don't just like do something stupid that you don't even care about. Do something that really makes you feel good, you know? See who sticks around. Okay. All right. Virgo. Oh, Virgo. What do we got for you guys? 555 people in the chat. Nice. 555. What do we got for Virgo, universe, spirits, and guides? Thank you, Esmeralda, girl. I haven't seen you in forever, but I love your name, and you know this. You look beautiful. Love your hair. Thank you for the Virgo reading. Thank you, girl, and thanks about my hair. Thank you. All right, what do we got for Virgo, universe, spirits, and guides? What do we got for Virgo? Man. What do we got for Virgo? The Garden and the Gate. So Virgo, there's something beautiful, okay? There's something beautiful you may want to persist. There's a job, a love. There's something beautiful that has your attention, but it's almost like you feel like you can't get to it. There's some level of boundary, or there's some level of, metaphorically speaking, I guess you could say, there's something you would have to pass that makes you feel shameful or makes you feel like you're doing something wrong. Okay, there's something that you want to go after, but I mean, this girl, she's like a little child, and she's like, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna be good. It's like you're staying somewhere, you're trying to be good, but your garden, your beauty, your ability to thrive and grow and experience and smell the beauty of the world is past that gate. Okay, so a lot of you guys may, like I was telling Leo, you may have a hard time being bold, or it's like you feel a very overwhelming amount of guilt or shame when you want to persist something, whether that's love or work. It's like the beauty is past the gate. You know, even if this is work related, a lot of you guys may want to experiment or do something a little bit crazy or weird or different, something that you guys are very passionate about. Virgos, you guys are the writers, you're the performers, you guys are the musicians. So many incredible celebrities that are Virgos that have made it in the music industry, for example. And I feel like your happiness, you're constantly looking over there in the corner of your eye, but you need to pass the gate. Okay? And I do feel, I mean, we have 3 here, and I feel like the 3s are about the Trinity. 3s are the most powerful number because of the Trinity, our mind, body, and our soul. What dictates our mind and our soul and our body, things of that nature. And I feel like the people that you are supposed to be helping you, or the people that are in your environment, in your work environment, they may not have your best interest, because it's like they'll rat on you if you go over to the other side of that gate, or it's like you feel like there's something here that you want a team in, or you want people that are excited for you, but you don't have it, you know, or it's like your environment doesn't align with what you're wanting to feel, and that's making you question, well, am I just being naughty for wanting this, or am I just being selfish for wanting something differently? And it's like, no, you're just in a space that doesn't make you happy, that isn't true to you. Okay, so let's get another card for Virgo. Let's get another message for Virgo, please. Also, Virgo, you may need to be on top of your own Trinity in order to manifest something. And that's kind of like being your own team. Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, mind, body, soul, whatever you want to refer to it as. It's being able to use your mind, being able to take care of yourself and knowing your worth, and also being able to hear your soul, hear the spirit, hear the Son, for example, the Son of Man, being able to hear your inner voice. And it's like, if you have all those 3 elements under control, Virgo, you'll be able to be your own team right now until you get over the gate. Okay, so it's also about being able to think for yourself, which is the most important thing in this world, is being able to think for yourself. So keep that in mind. Give me one more card, another card for Virgo, please. That guy's not supposed to be in there. I'm going to take it just because, what was that? Oh, okay, that was from Leo's. End of an era. End of an era, Virgo. There's something here that is outdated for you. There's something here that you may have been pursuing because of family, childhood, you know, situations that made you... You could have went through things as a child, even in past lives, that dictate the way you run your life right now. But there's something here that's outdated for your soul. And it's an end of an era. And because it's the end of an era, that's why I said about the Trinity, about the mind, body, soul, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it. That is super important for you, Virgo, because you're going to need to be your own superhero to get yourself starting and creating a new nation for you, for your life, you know, your purpose, things of that nature. You're going to be able to have to think for yourself, not let other people or who's watching you, who may see you cross that gate into paradise. You need to be able to think for yourself. Stop relying on how people are going to view it. Stop caring about how people are going to view it. And a lot of you guys can stress out way too much about how people are viewing you. You got to not give a shit. And like I said to Leo, be bold a little bit. Be bold. And even though it may feel like we're sabotaging ourselves, we're losing the people that care about us, how is it that we could do something that makes us happy and people have an opinion and yet we want them in our life? It doesn't make any sense. You know, let people fall off naturally by making your own decisions in your life so you can get to your paradise. Okay, a lot of you guys are, if you guys have family as well, Virgo, a lot of you guys have this strange feeling when you go to your parents' house, when you see your brothers, your sisters. There's this strange trap of an energy, Virgo, when you're seeing your family, because you feel some level of obligation to keep the peace or to keep them happy, to keep them proud of you maybe. And if there has been like sexual abuse or anything of that nature that has happened to you as a kid, when you are around those people or when you are around people that may not have defended you, that energy triggers something in you that keeps you oppressed because you're oppressing your throat chakra, you're oppressing your truth. And not only that, but the process of seeing these people, you know, being around family, whatever it is, it's shrinking your manifestations because they put you in an energy of being not worthy or feeling icky, feeling shameful, feeling not good enough. You know, childhood abuse and abusers can attach a very toxic energy to you. You know, it's demonic. And that's how people become controlled in the big industry. We're not going to go there, but it keeps you in a very, in an energy where you're constantly trying to avoid that feeling, or you're constantly trying to overcome that feeling when all you got to do is walk away. Forgive and walk away. Forgive and walk away. And don't expect anything from them. You know, don't expect an applause, support. What other messages can you tell me for Virgo? What can you tell me about these messages for Virgo? Whew. So we have 4 cards that really came out quickly. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there could be a mother figure or an energy in your space. It could be a partner, it could be anyone that knows how to emotionally trigger you or control you based off of how they're feeling. So someone's lack of happiness within themselves or lack of ability to be emotionally mature, you know, by being able to love without expecting anything, that energy is constantly triggering at you and picking at you and being able to dictate your decisions, and they know it. They know that they can control you in that way. It's almost like you're a puppet, and they destroy you in this process. And I feel with the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups in reverse, you're constantly trying to give your everything to this person, to this situation, to your family. The Knight of Pentacles is very mature. He's very grounded. It's your energy. You know, constantly trying to figure out what's wrong. How can I fix this? How can I make this better? But you're just feeding into a well. You're feeding into a bottomless pit, I guess you could say. Because for one, the people that you are trying to put energy into, Virgo, they don't reciprocate that love or that energy. And you're not even recognizing it, that they're not reciprocating in the way you need them to, because you don't love yourself enough to say, I deserve better. That's the Ace of Cups in reverse. No, there's a lack of self-love, a lack of ability to say, yes, I love you, but I don't deserve this. And being able to walk away without expecting anything or feeling conned, so you need to stay there in order to receive some form of result. This is about you, Virgo, because the people around you or whoever this is resonating for isn't doing it for you. You need to be able to walk away and say, this isn't giving me what I want. I need to make a decision to walk away. Okay? It's almost like your boundaries are just non-existent, especially with the nine of wands in reverse. And it's starting to impact your everyday life, your decisions on a health basis, things of that nature, because you're exhausted, right? You're lacking willpower. You're lacking, this is that energy, Virgo, where people may be able to push you to the max and you freak out, or you feel guilty. You feel guilty as a parent, maybe you feel guilty in these relationships because you lost your shit, or because you stood up for yourself. And now you're allowing people to push you to your max and still use that against you, even though they started shit with you, even though they may have walked over you. It's like they are becoming a sorcerer now. And you got to be careful when you're in this energy, Virgo, because when you're in a weak energy like this, where you can be easily triggered, easily manipulated, this is when you do stupid shit, or you do stuff that could be held against you. And the people that are around you, unfortunately, would use it against you because they don't have that emotional maturity. So when you're starting to feel exhausted, when you're starting to feel like people are pushing your buttons, things of that nature, you have to exit for you. You just have to, because you don't want to do something you would regret. You know, and that could be anything from getting mad at someone, or like I said, how it's impacting your everyday decisions because someone's exhausting you. It's impacting your own manifestations. And I feel like I said, you're still there. You're continuously sitting there trying to analyze, trying to figure out the issue, when really love's not that hard. Family is not that hard. Family doesn't even need to be blood, for crying out loud. And whoever these people are, this person, it's keeping you from your paradise. But like I said, you have control over that. You just have to be able to be self-aware. Okay, let's get one more card for Virgo. Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. This is... Seven of Pentacles in reverse is about wasting your time. There's also a lack of desire to be able to nurture something. And even though you may be half-assing a relationship, a job, whatever it is, you're not acknowledging the fact that I'm not doing it because it's like you're not acknowledging the fact that you're just not happy. It's like you're letting the opinions from other people. Seven of Wands in reverse is about feeling like you're in the wrong. So Virgo, I feel like a lot of you guys feel like you're in the wrong. You don't feel like you have the upper hand. You don't feel like you even have the right to defend something that you authentically want. It's like, it's almost like an energy of shrinking you and oppressing you. And that's because of these people, or maybe it's a work environment that constantly, thank you, Chris, I really appreciate that. That's constantly making you feel invalidated, unvalidated, or something of that nature. But with the Seven of Wands in reverse, you need to be able to stand up. And if you can't handle the people you're dealing with, if you can't have a conversation with them, that's an adult conversation, you need to figure out a way to get out of that space. Or it's going to impact you. It's going to sabotage your health. It's going to sabotage opportunities, anything. Okay, so the Seven of Wands in reverse, again, like I said, you're letting too many people get in your head. You're letting the doubt, the guilt, the shame, like you're actually looking at something, at this paradise. This girl's actually looking at it like it's a bad place to go. There's something here that has brainwashed you, or has strewed you off in a direction that you're actually thinking that's the truth. And not only that, not only is black magic existent in this whole spread, and black magic is people professionally that are very good at manipulating you and the way you perceive situations. That's why the TV, it's filled with black magic. The TV is always manipulating us to view different cultures and people and situations. And they taint that image with something that's not the truth. That's why the world is filled with magic. And sorcery is when people hold shit that, it's like they push you to the max, you do something you regret, and they hold that against you. So be careful. Be careful with the people you're dealing with. It may seem sweet, it may seem they're just my family, they wouldn't mean harm, and maybe they don't intentionally. It's like souls do not know what they do. The norm, the demonic people, they don't know what they do because they're not understanding of their energy, because we're not taught in this world to understand energy, unfortunately. So the people in your space know they do not know what they do, but it's your responsibility to pay attention to how it makes you feel. And when people make you feel like crap, get out of there, because it's a very toxic energy. Okay, no one should have the right or ability to taint your perception of something. You have to look at the world in itself with a clean slate, because the world will make you, will separate and divide, because that's how they conquer. You know, you can't listen to anything. You have to be able to think for yourself in this world, in this case, and in general, for everybody, you know. So, Virgo, I hope that helped you. Thank you, Gypsy. I really appreciate that. Wow, that reading was so spot on, as most of your readings are. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, girl. I appreciate that. So, yeah, Virgo, this is about, I mean, there's a lot of energies being held against you, and it's like you're allowing it. You're allowing to be stomped on. So, your responsibility, your goal is to be your own superhero, to be able to think for yourself and get yourself away from people that somehow make you feel this small, you know. And like I said about the childhood abuse, I just want to touch on it because it just kind of flew over there. If you do have, you know, abusers from the past, it's about being able to disconnect from them completely. And sometimes, and we can forgive people and still walk away. You know, we don't need to be there and make them feel loved all the time if they impact our energy. You can forgive and move on. That's it. Okay. So, Libra. That's what I'm saying. This world is so twisted. What's left is right and what's right is left. Things are so twisted. They get you thinking that people are that spiritual people or anything is really the bad people. When really the world in itself is tainting your perception on a day-to-day basis, tainting your perception of human nature, of your own power. There's a documentary out, which by the way, take documentaries with a grain of salt. Every single country, when you Google cures for this, cures for that, who's this, every single country has their own monetizations, right? Or filters, so they see different things when they Google different things. The world is such an illusion. That's why you have to be able to think for yourself and stand in your power, because the world will make you feel like you are powerless. And that's not evil. Anyone that makes you feel powerless is evil, because you are filled with power. Okay? Okay, so Libra. What do we have? What messages do we have for Libra? Jeez. What messages do we have for Libra? Universe, spirits, and guides. Ooh, that is way too many, guys. What messages do we have for Libra? So we have the third chakra. So this is about your solar plexus, Libra, and action. So 2 did come out, but I'll take it. 10. So we have 10, 18, 9. So this is some form of resistance of ascension here, Libra, that's going to require you to be able to step into your power. I mean, the solar plexus is... The solar plexus, I guess you could say, I use the Bible metaphorically multiple times, as anything in this world, everything is useful metaphorically, but Jesus represents the solar plexus. And when Jesus was put on the cross, that was essentially the solar plexus being the stem for rebirth, for death. There's a death here needed for rebirth. And 9 is also about pre-ascension, allowing things to complete, tidying up the things on the back end, Libra, so things to complete. And it's also about saying goodbye to an old you. There's a need, Libra, to say goodbye to an old you, okay? And there's some form of death of the soul that you may be resisting because you're scared to step into the solar plexus. You're scared to get sticks thrown at you. You're scared to get hated. You're scared to step up onto the cross, for example. And guys, I'm not Christian, but there's very useful things in the Bible spiritually, if you can take it metaphorically and not literal. This is about, Libra, saying goodbye to the old you, embracing the new, and there is action required here, but you're scared. You're scared of that conflict. You're scared of having to do something all by yourself, for a lot of you as well. Okay, a lot of you guys are scared to be alone, or you're scared to be single. There's a fear of that greatly. You know, you may find yourself in that 9 of Swords type of energy, I guess you could say, because it's like it's a whole new realm that your soul wants to enter, but your mind and your ego is having a hard time doing things differently here. So, yeah. Give me another card for Libra. Give me another card for Libra. You are stronger than you know. Okay, again, with the strength. This is about being able to, you know, be sure of yourself, being able to step into a new energy that takes you to new experiences, new cycles, new beginnings, a whole new life. You know, it's being able to step into a new you, but you're going to have to say goodbye to something from the past, and you're having a hard time doing so. It's almost like you're standing still, resisting some form of action. And a lot of you guys have been used to relying on people as well, which is kind of like a self-imposed weight that you just need to say, no, I got this. It's being able to say to your boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, people at work, whatever it is, it's like they may have been helping you all up until now, but it's being able to take whatever they've been helping you with and being like, no, I don't need help. I got this. And that can be hard, especially when we're so used to being comfortable or waking up or going on social media. It's like this whole comfort sabotaging event of our lives. And this is about being able to let go of the people that even give you things, because you can't, it's hard to have a new beginning when you're holding on to the past and receiving from the past. Okay. A lot of you guys are also being called to step out into the spotlight, I guess you could say, or step out to be a leader of something. You could be working in like doing humanitarian work or something of that nature. You're called to be confident within yourself, because there's something you may be desiring that has some aspect of being a leader of the masses or being in the public eye, but this is about completely embracing a new you. And people can shit talk egos and personas all day long, but personas and egos are essential if you want to step into a new you, but your soul's not ready for it. And that's a whole other video. But like, I feel like a lot of you guys, it would be useful for you to create some form of persona. Okay, and how you do that is say, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? Where do I want to be in my life? How would that person act? How would that person make decisions? How would that person talk to people? I did this when I started Fierce Tarot. And eventually you embrace and birth into that new soul. And I know that sounds fake. People will tell you you're being fake, but you'll be birthed into it. Because that's how law of attraction works. That's how energy works. This is about creating a persona and saying, who do I want to be? How do I want to be viewed? That's life. We have the ability to create that reality. Act as such. Act as such. Okay? You know, that's how energy works. It's the people that don't get what they want in life. It's the people that become used to this very specific energy their whole life that will tell you that's not okay. If you want something different, you have to do things differently. That's how life works. What can you tell me about these messages for Libra? What can you tell me about these messages for Libra? 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords in reverse, and the 10 of Cups with the World at the bottom. So Libra, I do feel like you have your happily ever after in mind. You know exactly how you want your life to be, who you want, the type of energies you want to be surrounded by, the jobs that you're wanting to accomplish, whatever it is. It's like you have a very set picture, movie scene in your head about how you want to feel. And that movie scene, that image is true. It's accurate. It's not you being in La La Land, but the work is required, right? And I do feel with the 3 of Swords in reverse, you may have been pulled and taunted into multiple different directions, Libra. Okay, different aspects of your life are pulling at your heart, and it's kind of just pulling you literally apart. And when we divert our energy and when we put our energy in so many baskets, no basket gets full. And I feel like, Libra, a lot of you guys have been putting your energy into a lot of different baskets and people, but nothing is getting accomplished because your energy is too divided. Okay? Thank you, Gypsy. Thank you, Gretchen. I really appreciate that, girl. So Libra, with the Seven of Wands, I do feel like a lot of you guys are needing to be real with yourself, okay? Because like I said, you're being pulled in multiple different directions. And you're trying to keep the peace. You're trying to keep everybody happy, even if that's your own comfort. But there's going to be a need to fight. There's going to be a need to defend yourself. There's going to be a need to be quiet at times too, when people are trying to pull you down. And if there's people in your life that you know are not good for you and they start an argument with you, why the hell would you argue back? You already know they're not good for you. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to defend. You don't want them in your life. They want to think this, that, and the third. Fine, because they're not going to be in your life. You know, so when you're coming out of relationships or anything like that, you have to look at situations. I have this happen all the time on YouTube. People hate me. And I'm thinking, they already hate me. Why would I want them in my life? I don't need to defend myself to these people. There's people in your life that you don't need to defend yourself because you don't even want them in your life. So stop keeping yourselves trapped in a situation you don't want. Okay, because like I said, you have that movie scene, you have that intention set out, that expectation of what you want for your life. Don't allow yourself to respond and be anything that doesn't align with what you're wanting to move toward. Like I said about creating the persona, creating your own image. That image is exactly who you want to be. Who do you want to be known for? Who do you want to be, you know, whatever it is, because you are not born shy. For one, let's use shyness as an example. You're not born shy. You've become used to being shy. It feels weird to not be shy at this point because maybe people are so used to you being quiet or shy. Now it feels weird to speak up. Now when you go to parties, when you go to the store, anything, start conversations with people because they don't know anything about you in most cases. You have the ability to create a whole new energy. You need to respond and react differently and create a persona. And every new level of life requires a different you. And like I said earlier, which is authentic depending on what time of your life you're being perceived and judged at. So let's get one more card. And if there's also a direction, Libra, that you're wanting to head, or you want to be known for a certain thing, whatever it is, surround yourself and find people that suit that group that you would hang around, you know, whatever it is. If you want to be a DJ, for example, find YouTubers, find this or other people that are into DJing. Stop wasting your time with people that you know are not good for you. I do that all the time. Like I'm always following different people. Like I follow people that inspire me to be who I want to be. Don't follow people that don't align with that because you're just going to fill your head with confusion and nothing's going to actually get done. You know? Give me one more card for Libra. With the moon. Okay, so less is more right now. Less is more, and like I said earlier, you can't argue with someone that's not arguing back. Until you can figure it out or until you can come up with a game plan and tie things up behind the scenes, there's going to be a need to just kind of keep quiet because you don't want to add karmic repercussions that you don't want. You don't want to sign yourself up for things with people in relationships that you know you don't authentically want. Maybe you're supposed to get married in a year and you don't want to get married. Like, stop committing yourself to things that you don't even want. Don't waste your energy. Less is more right now until you can kind of come out of this illusion-esque energy. Okay, your dreams right now are talking to you hardcore as well. Your literal dreams in the conscious mind and in your dream space when you're sleeping. You know? Thank you, Sharon. I really appreciate that, girl. So, Libra, I feel like my main message for you is, who are you? Because there's going to be a need to say goodbye to an old you. There's going to be a need to create who you want to be. Like, literally, write down who you want to be, how you want to be perceived as, how you want to react. That's not fake, because who you are now Libra, is the person that became accustomed and aligned themselves to fit their surroundings growing up. You know, change your surroundings, change... No, listen. Okay, sorry, I know I'm just going off, guys. But this is important, and I need to do a video on this one day. You are not obligated to any you, because there's no such thing as... There's no necessary... Okay, there's not necessarily a you that you have to sign up for the rest of your life. Okay, and thinking that way is going to get yourself stuck and trapped. Who you want to be is you. Who you are now may not be you. That's the best way I can explain it. Okay, so who do you want to be? Because that's you. Now you need to allow your actions to match that person. Okay? I'm trying to get Rose's mind out there in actual words. Like, anyways, you got to align your actions, your words, how you dress even. Everything with who you want to be. You know? It's important. Anyway. Because like I said, if you want a new you, Libra, there's going to be a need to embrace a new you and say goodbye to the old you. And it's going to require that solar plexus energy, very powerful, but very bold. And stop entertaining people in situations that you don't even want in your life. Okay? So less is more. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. All right. Scorpio, you guys have an individual read coming up, but I just haven't done it yet because for whatever reason, I'm having a hard time with Scorpio. So, but it will be up tomorrow, maybe. Okay. What do we have for Scorpio? What messages do we have for Scorpio? What messages do we have for Scorpio? Angel of Strength, Scorpio. I feel like this angel is external to you. Not that you're not an angel, but I feel like there's this lion in you, Scorpio, just wanting to roar, just wanting to pounce, just wanting to just forget the consequences. And I feel like there's almost an angel behind you or your spirit guides, you know, maybe people in, you know, spirits in the form of humans, you know. Anyway, I feel like there's spirits like trying to hold you back or calm yourself, you know, settle yourself. You know, there's spirits trying to, we have hostility at the bottom. And it's almost like Scorpio, deep down, you have this very, like, you just want to swipe, you just want to go for it, you just want to attack something here. Thank you, Mercedes girl, I really appreciate that. Exactly, Mercedes, 100%. It's like there's a very hostile energy deep down. Even if that hostility is wanting to come through as passions and acting on something right away because it just feels good in this moment. And I feel like, I mean, this is the card of number 5 as well. And I feel like there's an angel trying to prevent some form of sabotage. Okay, it's like you want to act, you want to pounce, you have your eye on it too. This lion looks so hungry, so ready, but no. So if you've been feeling like you need to hold back, just keep doing that, okay? I feel like that's energy or spirits around you. It's like not the right time in something. There's something that's not the right time, okay? But let's see. Because it's too, imagine like this imaginary scale, okay? And it goes from 100 to negative 100, right? When you approach anything, Scorpio, in a max energy of 100 or negative 100, whichever side it's on, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. It really doesn't. When you approach anything at the max scale, it's gonna pull up everything on the opposite end. It's like a teeter-totter. And no matter what you approach, whether it's work, love, you want to have a conversation with something, it needs to be right in the middle. It needs to be at a very grounded energy, like Martin Luther King. The way Martin Luther King spoke about anything, he did it from a very grounded energy. Okay, you want to prevent you want to have war without resistance. That's the best way I can explain it. You want war, you need to have war without resistance, and that's how shit actually gets changed. Because then we're not focused on balancing the teeter-totter, we're focused on the main issue, on the foundation, on the root. Okay? What other messages do you have for Scorpio? End of an era. Virgo got this too. Okay, you could have a Virgo in your life with the windfall at the bottom. So I feel like a lot of you guys are tempted to persist or pursue someone or something, a situation that no longer, I don't want to say no longer is good for you. What do I want to say? It's like there's a need to do something differently. There's a need to do something differently, and that different doesn't necessarily mean a whole new thing, but there's something here that needs to be approached differently. And it's like this lion just wants to go before he even knows what he's fighting against. Okay, let's just get a couple cards here to clarify so I can understand this better. Tell me about these messages for Scorpio. Also, what I want to say with the 5, you could have a lot of like tug of war happening with yourself, Scorpio. There's a lot of like inner conflict. And a lot of you guys have got to this place where you don't know what the right thing is to do, but yet your ego is just screaming. And ego isn't a bad thing, okay? But right now it's a little distorted because your ego is almost wanting to defend an ego or an old you. That's more so what it is. Your ego is wanting to defend an old you, maybe. Because we all have an ego, and anybody that doesn't have an ego needs to watch out, because you will be stumbled in this world if you don't have an ego. You need to have that protective barrier, or you'll let everything impact your energy. You need to, that ego is meant to tell you what's worth your energy and what's not. And if that ego isn't aligned with an authentic self, that's when you become egotistic or narcissistic or whatever it is, you know, because it's just confused. But you need to have an ego. Don't let anybody say an ego is a bad thing. You can't let everything in this world impact you, or you'll just be useless, right? So tell me about these cards for Scorpio. Tell me about these cards for Scorpio. So we have the Page of Swords in reverse. That's that, like, I don't know, I want to fight, but I don't know why I'm fighting. It just feels good in the moment to fight or gossip or say something or do something, with Justice in reverse and the Page of Cups. There's another sign that literally got these 2 cards. I think it was Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. But this is saying that, you know, whatever judgment or the way you're looking at a situation right now, Scorpio, is going to change. You're just feeling fiery about it right now, but the way you perceive a certain situation is going to change, likely in a few days, maybe it'll be a few weeks, but it's going to change. And when you're responding to whatever situation this is, Scorpio, it's like you're not the best of decision makers in this moment in time, because you're acting out of a place of needing to see some form of result, even if that is a reaction from someone. You're not reacting or taking action with the mindset of coming up with a solution, okay? And we always need to be acting and responding in our life with the mindset of coming up with a solution. That's it. Or we're just going to be bouncing back and forth and wasting our energy into all these little rabbit holes, not actually going after anything worthy or meaningful. Okay, I do feel, Scorpio, with the Page of Cups, there is communication here coming in. Maybe this is who you're wanting to get mad at, or there's something here unexpected, or the way someone is handling a situation is unexpected. It's almost like a very oblivious energy coming at you, Scorpio. There's someone, or maybe there's a situation that sees your potential, but it's almost like you're taking this communication as an insult, okay? There's some form of communication or a job offer even, and you're taking it as an insult, or an insult to your own intelligence. And that's why it pisses you off. So that's, if there's any communication coming your way that pisses you off, Scorpio, just take a breath, okay? I do feel like whatever communication this is, the intention is pure, but there's something here that this person is missing. Tell me about the Page of Cups, with the 10 of Swords, the Fool in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is someone that has a lot of emotional frustration towards you, or this is someone that feels some level of betrayal, Scorpio. Okay, this could be a job offer as well, or if this is a job situation, Scorpio, your work environment is treating you like shit, and they're acting like they deserve to do so. And it's triggering a lot of emotional frustration in you. And this is one of those situations that you need to understand, causing a fight isn't really going to do anything unless I can meet in the middle and come up with a solution. That's all that it's deserved right now. But starting a fight isn't going to solve this situation. It's just going to create more damage and resistance, right? So keep that in mind. Because I do feel with the Fool in reverse, you may be seeing someone, if this is love related, you may be seeing someone as very reckless, or it's like you view this person as someone that literally doesn't care about the consequences with you, and that pisses you off, you know, or it's like the way the oblivious energy that comes with this person is pissing you off because there was some form of betrayal in the past. And it's like there's no form of acknowledgement with this, okay? Or if there is an apology coming your way, Scorpio, it's like you're having a hard time taking it seriously because it felt like there was no acknowledgement of the time that they left you for dead, you know? That's really dramatic, but with the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups, yeah, there's definitely truth coming in, Scorpio. There's communication coming in that is going to give you clarity, but it's also going to come with a lot of confusion because it's almost like, if this is work related, it's like you're getting clarity on the fact that something is not good for you because they treat you like shit or whatever it is. And there's going to be a need to go another direction, but that confusion is causing a lot of emotional frustration. And it's like, you're annoyed at the fact that you have to make a decision at all. Like you just wish this love or work would just grow and thrive. But you're annoyed at the audacity, I guess you could say, of someone or a work situation, because now you're put in a position you don't want to be in. Okay, with the Seven of Cups, it's causing a lot of confusion, but even though this guy in this deck has a lot of options, he has his head down and he's not happy. He's not happy about this confusion or the fact that he has to actually choose something other than what it was he originally wanted. It's almost like a lot of you guys feel used or taken advantage of. Give me another card on the Ace of Swords. With the Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So yeah, there's definitely something that's starting to change really quickly, especially if it's love related. There's something changing really quickly, but not in the way that you had thought. Okay, it's almost like getting what you want, but you open the package and it's not what you wanted. Okay, with the Six of Wands, if this is love related, I feel like the person you're dealing with may be very prideful, or they're just not who you thought they were. Okay, they feel this entitled energy with you, Scorpio. Now the good news is, if this is work related, Scorpio, things are definitely going to work in your favor. There is destiny, I guess you could say, at play. Whatever it is that you have been putting out in the universe or expecting from the universe, there is going to be progress in a work situation that's going to come with a lot of victory and success. But you're going to have to get unstuck from the need to expect whatever it is you wanted in an old you or an old spirit. Okay, hope that made sense. But yeah, if this is love related, Scorpio, I feel like you just want to cause shit. You just want to be a wrecking ball right now with this person. But there's energies around you that are like taming the beast. Okay, and just know that it's not worth your energy to create that much resistance in your life and create that much more karma or whatever it is. Okay, even though you know you want to and may feel justified because there is some form of betrayal. It's just, yeah, it's just a lot of chaotic energy. Maybe that's why I had a hard time doing your guys' reading, because maybe this is why, but there's a lot of chaotic energy. So just tame yourself. Less is more. Be the person nobody can start shit with because you just keep your mouth shut. You know, you don't want any of it. Just stay right in the middle until you understand, until you get your sights in check and your scope marked out. Okay. But yeah, if this, like I said, if it's work related, Scorpio, you guys are gonna have a lot of success, but you gotta pay attention to where your energy is being invested so you don't waste your time and waste your energy on people that don't deserve it. Okay. So we do have strong air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We have Aries, okay? Could be any sign as far as elements go that you're dealing with. But the main red flag, I guess you could say, Scorpio, in this reading would be the fact that your energy is being impacted heavily by other people. And when we find ourselves in that position, we got to take a step back and check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, right? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That type of energy. Because you don't want people to have that much of a hold up on you. Okay. Who's next? Capricorn. Guys, just give me a minute. I gotta go get some water and I have to pee right quick, okay? Sorry guys, I always need to take a break when I do long readings like that. All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sag, no, I won't forget Sag. I know I do a lot. I don't know why. I don't know why. In my mind, I feel like Capricorn should come after Scorpio. I don't know why. Anyway, Sagittarius. Thank you guys for that break. Okay. What do we got for, you want me to do a video on my plaque? Junior can bring it in if you guys want to see it. Junior, are you watching? All right, what we got for Sagittarius? Well, we'll do that later. I think I heard him. I was gonna wait till later, but whatever, I opened my mouth. Saggies went through reading, but yeah, here is my plaque. So yeah, it was really cool to get that, but I didn't even hang it up yet because I don't know where to put it, to be quite honest with you. Anyways, what do we got for Sagittarius? What messages do we have for Sagittarius? Universe, spirits, and guides. Ooh. So we have walking away. Walking away, and this reminds me of that garden after the gate card, where she's actually walking into the garden. I feel like this is more than just walking away from a situation, Sagittarius. I also feel like this is the way you think, the way you perceive. And there's this little pixie, like fairy, flying up above her crown chakra. And I almost want to say, like, there's something very intriguing to you about another part of yourself, or it's like there's a lot of downloads, a lot of information coming into your crown chakra, Sagittarius, and it's almost like this distant energy. It's like you're walking away, but it's not like you're going anywhere. You're just going off into the distant of your conscious, your subconscious, you know? It's like a lot of you guys are resetting your subconscious, you're resetting your paradigm, you're doing a lot of rituals maybe on the subconscious mind. Sorry, I was just going to recommend someone, but it doesn't matter. So it's like, there's just a lot of, I feel like, downloads coming to you, and it's really nice. There's something very blissful about just your being and existence and the way you're thinking and perceiving. Some of you guys could be walking away from a job or relationship as well, Sagittarius, but I just keep being drawn to the light that's coming out of her head that matches the pixie, the fairy. And I feel like there's something connected from the outer realm, Sagittarius, the outer world, and how you're perceiving life in itself. Okay, so like I said, there could be a lot of messages coming to you, or exciting ideas. There's this processing energy happening for you, Sagittarius, okay? Give me another card for Sagittarius. There's also a huge exhaustion that comes with this, especially if your crown chakra is open, Sagittarius. A lot of you guys could be like experiencing a lot of headaches, a lot of heavy energy, a lot of, it almost feels like you're depressed for some of you, when really there's this, your crown chakra is open, so you're just open to anything. And even though once you close that crown chakra and discover what's truly you and what you truly want to keep and hold on to from the universe, right now it's just really exhausting, and you may be having a hard time focusing too. But this is almost like having a date with the universe, having a date with the spirits that want to talk to you, okay? And windfall. Gemini got that card too. You could be dealing with a Gemini, or you're partnering with a Gemini or something of that nature. But when I feel like, again, this is that overwhelming amount of ideas, thoughts. And it feels like a lot of you guys are battling with your own thoughts right now about what's you, what's true to you, and what's not. When really this is this experimental energy. There's this experimental energy, Sagittarius. A lot of you guys are also attracting people that want help from you. So there may be a lot of communication coming in, or like I said, you're attracting people that want help from you because they get this vibe from you that you're open to anything, is what I want to say. Or there's people that get this vibe from you that like you can help them, or you can help them be more risky or out there, okay? When really, even though it seems like you're just doing your own thing, Sagittarius, I feel like a lot of you guys are confused as hell as to what you want from your life or what you're doing, but you're just embracing it and experimenting it, experiencing it as if it's just another day. If this is just another day, okay? So I feel right now, Sagittarius, for one, your best bet is to just, you know, say no to people. Figure yourself out right now. Figure out, just enjoy this process with the universe. Figure it out. Thank you, the psychic channel. I really appreciate that, girl. Just figure it out. Don't take on too much burdens right now, because when your crown chakra is open, anybody that, you know, understands this process, and a lot of you guys may already understand it, you need to embrace that time. You need to understand the process, understand what it is you're feeling, wanting, desiring, what messages you want to keep from the universe, and what you want to just give to someone else in this realm of reality, okay? Because your crown chakra needs to be closed. Your chakras in general need to be aligned with this new direction that you're headed. So until you can get that clarity, I would even take a break from work if you guys have that option. If you are a YouTuber or anything, you know, just try to take a break when you can, until you have that clarity of mind, okay? because this is an exhausting energy. Anytime your crown chakra is open, it's exhausting, but it's beautiful if you just embrace it and appreciate and respect the fact that you need this time of nothing, okay? So what can you tell me about these messages for Sagittarius? What can you tell me about these messages for Sagittarius? All right, so we have the Hangman, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. I just want to focus on this before I look at those. So this is that period of time where it feels like you're not being very productive, Sagittarius, but really you're being more productive than you ever could. This is that rewiring of the factory, okay? Whatever it is you're producing or putting out in the world, this is you rewiring that existence, that manufacture. You know what I'm saying? But with the Five of Cups, I feel like there's almost, it's like you feel, if this is work related, it's almost like you feel like you're failing yourself over and over because nothing seems to be working, or something could be coming to an end, or it feels that way, okay? Just keep a mind on that energy, because if something isn't working, Sagittarius, and you need to take a break, make sure you're putting it out. Like, I deserve a break. I deserve a break. Don't allow yourself to feel guilty about taking a break when you know you're just kind of everywhere energetically, because I feel with the Hangman, you're definitely healing. This is a time of meditation. This is a time of gaining clarity from the universe as well, from the people around you, what's good for you, what's not. And it is going to bring in this new beginning with the Ace of Cups. Okay, there is going to be an end to this heavy energy. But I also feel if this is work-related, Sagittarius, a lot of you guys may need to switch up the way you do things and not feel guilty about it. So some of you guys could be focusing way too much on how other people view you, or what other people think of you. There's a desire within you to be a certain way, or to act a certain way, or whatever it is. Don't feel guilty, you know, to switch things up. Okay. Also, if this is love-related, Sagittarius, a lot of you guys are... There's something here you may not be feeling good enough for, or you're starting to lack optimism in a love situation. But I feel like this is one of those energies, Sagittarius, where you need to ignore anything outside of yourself right now, okay? It's completely important and okay to focus on your work, focus on your individual goals and things of that nature. But if this is love-related, don't allow your energy to be poured into a situation that's causing nothing but confusion, okay, for one. And then we have the Hermit and the Ten of Wands in reversed. Okay, this is clearing your plate, allowing yourself to, this can also be, I want to say diet. There's a lot of diet changes happening for you as well. It's almost like a lot of you guys could be doing a cleanse, or you're wanting to do a cleanse or something of that nature, because you may be feeling groggy or icky because of the way you've been eating. Maybe you have been eating a lot because there has been this dark, heavy energy on you, and it just makes you want to sit on the couch and, you know, eat and watch Netflix, whatever it is. So I do feel like a lot of you guys may be doing diet changes or shifting that aspect of your life, and I feel like that will be very beneficial for you. It'll make you feel good about yourself. It's just overall mind, body, soul, right? Keeping on top of all of them is super important for anyone. But I feel like with the Hermit card, again, like, I feel like there's a lot of people that somehow rely on you, or maybe you've been allowing other energies to impact you more than you should. And it's almost like you need time on your own right now. You need time away from everything. You need a vacation, if you can have a vacation, or you need to appreciate this time on your own without anything else, because it's going to stem a very huge enlightenment process for you, Sagittarius. It's almost like there is going to be a light that comes out of this darkness, but you need to put yourself first and foremost. That's it. You need to put yourself first. And some of you guys with the Five of Cups as well, like I said, you may be constantly feeling regretful because you didn't get the tasks done that you wanted day to day, or you feel like a failure because nothing seems to be working, something of that nature. This is about allowing things to not work, or allowing yourself to just chill and not necessarily go after things as much as you want to. A lot of you guys could be going crazy right now because you want to travel and there's no ability to travel, right? This is allowing yourself to sit back and do nothing and being like, this is okay. This is what I need to do. Doing nothing right now is the most important thing I can do. Especially if you are a spiritual healer or a tarot reader or anything of that nature, like, no matter what you do, those times of doing nothing are just as important. You know, it's like our charging station. And with the Hermit and the Ten of Wands in reverse, this is about kind of taking things off your plate, and whatever you don't need to have on your plate right now, release it. Okay, so you can think clearly and be able to create your own light, not light outside of yourself, because it's always, I don't care, it's not above as below, it's as within, so without. As within, so without. Point blank, period. It ends there. As within, so without. And when you're feeling weighed down, when you're feeling heavy, it's going to impact your outer realm and your outer reality. So this is about changing what's within, so it can manifest into healthier choices as far as your diet goes, and manifest into a clearer state of mind, and allowing your crown chakra to be open and willing and ready for the universe, for your higher self. You know, because sometimes when we're in a very dark period, there is good and bad energies coming through our crown chakra, and our impatience as a spirit, our impatience can sometimes grab onto the quickest thing that makes sense. And that's when we go down a road of possession. That's when we go down a road that doesn't seem to make any sense, because we reacted or acted too quickly on something, because we were looking for the answer or the recognition from outside of ourselves. It's like, well, I'm going to do this because it will look good on me, or I'll look, you know, I'll look like confident, or I'll look like I got my shit together, you know, because I don't let anything get me down. You know, this is about actually choosing what's good for your long-term self, and not feeling like you have to react so quickly or respond so quickly. Okay. So yeah, definitely time alone. I wanted to say Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or an Aquarius could be beneficial, is what I want to say to you in your life. But Sagittarius, this is a time of letting your crown chakra be, just leaving it be, just enjoying this time of nothing, okay? And like I said, there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel that is very fulfilling and happy and enjoyable. But this is about clearing your plate. Clearing your plate. Because the universe is trying to talk to you. Okay, let's just clarify this Ace of Cups right quick before I end this, okay? Because I'm curious, okay? Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Oh, we'll take the ones that, with the Six of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. See, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is victory. There's a lot of people that are going to be recognizing your efforts, your work, your creativity. Because when we're in that moment where our crown chakra is open and we're just being exposed to everything beautiful and beyond and esoteric, it's like, this is the victory. This is everyone being like, oh shit, where did Sagittarius come from? This is fame even, you know, just a lot of people having their eyes on you with these new ideas and endeavors, things of that nature. And it is going to bring a lot of financial abundance as well. So if you have been stuck in the rut with some form of financial pursuit, that will come to an end, but you must embrace this time within yourself first. Because like I said, as within, so without, point blank, period. Not above as below, not as without it, so within. As within, so without. We create our own reality. Anyone that tells you differently is trying to put some religion or belief system on you. It's as within, so without. And sorry, that's me also putting a belief system, so believe me or don't. But I do feel like Sagittarius, like I said, there's going to be fame, there's going to be success, victory, feeling like you've just went through it all and back, but you're going to come out very successful, and the finances are actually going to be looking good for you as well. And if this is work involved, try to pay attention to where your inspiration is coming from, okay? Pay attention to where your inspiration is coming from. Is it coming from how you think people will like it, or what you think other people will want from you? Or is it coming from, this is what I want for me, so this is what I'm going to do? Because whatever it is that's true to you, and with this Ace of Cups, this is about self-love and creative endeavors, inspiration, you know, just opening up that heart chakra to how much you love yourself and what it is you're wanting to pursue, and pursue your highest self and what you see for yourself. Because that your motive is super important no matter what we're dealing with in life. Your motive must be your motive of yourself, not trying to get a reaction from the world or the masses, you know. So keep an eye on your motive. But yeah, there is success coming your way. So we do have Virgo energy, Pisces, another Virgo energy, water, fire, So I hope that helps you, Sagittarius. All right, who am I on? Capricorn. Whew, Capricorn, how are y'all doing? What do we have for Capricorn? Universe, spirits, and guides. What messages do we have for Capricorn? What messages do we have for Capricorn? Angel of Strength. I want to pull one more. That's what I initially want to say. And a woman holding a coin. Okay. Oh. Okay. So whether you're a man or a woman, Capricorn, I feel like there's just this level of class with this reading. So there's this level of class here. As in, like, nothing can... It's like you're allowing everything, or you need to allow everything to rise to you, not trying to go down below to the other vibrations and wavelengths to fix it, right? This is allowing everything to come to you, allowing your existence as is, your integrity, your self-worth, your value, allowing that to be the magnet to everything that sees that and can respect that, you know? I also feel like money, let's see. Okay, so I do feel like money is going to be huge for you as well. And I do feel like you're just getting a lot of eyes or a lot of attention, or there's people that see your talents or your worth, if this is a work environment. There's people that have been watching you or observing you. And I feel there's a lot about partnerships here as well, or there's going to be a need to make some form of decision in some form of partnership. So there could be some people that want to make you an offer. Could be love. I get more work though. There could be work opportunities or love offers coming your way that's going to require you to be very, to respond with a level of discernment of, is this good for my higher self, or is this just something that, does it just have a pretty bow on it? You know what I'm saying? So, because I feel like you got to pay attention to the fact that you are good as is, Capricorn. You are good as is. So anybody that tries to come into your life and tweak you and change you and whatever it is, I feel like you are Capricorn, the prize, or you are already beautiful, or you are already successful. You already have everything you need to succeed, especially in a work environment. So keep that in mind. So don't settle more than you have to. Of course, sometimes we have to keep positions and jobs that we don't like until we get somewhere else, but you are it. That's what I want to say. You are it. And I feel with this level of strength energy, you know, I do feel like there's a lot of intimidating energy coming off you, but that's good. It's almost like a superpower, okay? It's working for you. Your belief system as well, the way you view yourself is working for you, not against you. And when we have any belief or the way we view ourselves, sometimes people can allow their belief system to work against you, when really your belief system can be whatever you want it to be. So make one that works for your best interest, okay? So let's get some other messages for Capricorn, please. There's this huge level of class, okay? You are the lady or the man that people are wanting because they see you not only as someone beautiful or handsome, but they see you as someone that is like a prize. You have a lot to offer, is what I want to say. You have a lot to offer. So make sure you don't attract people that can take advantage of that. One more card. So we do have healthcare change and grief work. Okay, so we have get some rest at the bottom. So I feel like this is you, Capricorn, just doing your own thing, focusing on your health, focusing on your focusing on the way you feel overall. And I feel like a lot of you guys aren't even aware of the fact that people have their eyes on you, or people are looking at you as the prize, or the one that has a lot to offer, the one that, there's a lot of people that wants you, is what I want to say. There's a lot of people that see your worth, see your potential, and you're just over here working on yourself. Some of you guys with the grief energy, a lot of you guys could be healing past relationships, or healing painful situations that people don't know about. So a lot of you guys have been through a lot of shit that people don't know about, and you're just kind of doing your best to focus on your overall health to heal from that. Okay, so kudos if you're going through shit that people don't know about. I mean, we all are, but you're not allowing your pain to overtake you in the way you're perceived in this reality. And that's powerful. Anyone that can turn their pain into power is a very powerful individual. When you can turn your darkness into light, when you can filter it and allow it to recycle and turn it into something beautiful and meaningful, you are powerful, you know. So let's see, let's get some tarot. Tell me about this energy for Capricorn. Tell me about this energy for Capricorn. Yeah, it feels like time standing still, okay? We do have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse. A lot of you guys you're not giving yourself enough credit for what you have overcome, or what you have accomplished, or have the potential to accomplish in the future. A lot of you guys are literally succeeding to the best of your ability, and you feel like nobody pays attention. when the irony in it all, Capricorn, is people are watching you, but they're intimidated as fuck by you, because they know your worth. Excuse my language. They know your worth. And right now it feels like time standing still. There's a lot you're not seeing. I want to say with Judgment in reverse, this can be a lot of assumptions, making a lot of final judgments about people, about, you know, the root in a situation, or why a situation had to happen. Okay, a lot of you guys are not seeing a situation clearly, is what I want to say. But somehow the way you're dealing with some form of pain or grief or disappointment, you're dealing with it with such class, that instead of that bump in the road becoming something detrimental to your manifestations, it's triggering something even more powerful to come your way. Okay, so like I said, it feels like time standing still, and a lot of you guys are very self-aware to understand that you are purposely holding back, or purposely pulling the reins. It's like you're purposely saying, when someone asks you, hey, how are you? You're like, I'm good. When really it's not like that inside. Like I said, it's like you have a lot of self-respect, and it's being seen more than you realize. Okay, and with the Six of Wands, I do feel like there is success coming your way. There's acknowledgement, recognition. There's a lot of offers maybe coming your way that you're not seeing right now, because you're not giving yourself enough credit. Like, a lot of you guys just need to pat yourself on the back and be like, I have overcome a lot. Sorry, I just heard a loud bang. I think it was Junior. He probably fell on his ass or something. Anyway, sorry guys, distraction. But a lot of you guys are not giving yourself credit. Like, you need to pat yourself on the back and be like, do you know what? I went through all that, or I've handled myself with class. That's good. Okay. But like I said, I feel like a lot of things are coming to light here, or there's a lot of things, if there has been people that have gone quiet on you, or opportunities that feel like, as much as you've tried to pursue or apply for different positions, it never seemed like it was getting anywhere. If you're starting a YouTube channel, right? If you've been constantly at it, it's going to succeed. Okay. It just feels like, that's way too many guys. It just feels like right now it's not working out in your best interest. Okay, with the Magician in reverse, that's that self-doubt. Doubting yourself. Doubting your own power, doubting what you have already overcome and accomplished. A lot of you guys are even turning things down, or not fully investing into anything because you're scared to fail. Okay, so that's for a lot of you as well. So even if you have become successful, Capricorn, at something, you feel like you're not giving it your all because you just don't care, right? When really you're not giving it your all because you're scared if you give it your all, then if you do fail, that's even more of a failure. Okay, so some of you guys, like, what I want to say, like an example, for example, you have a YouTube channel, right? You're succeeding, it's going well, but it's like there's still a part of you that you're not revealing. And I feel like whatever that part is, or whatever that ability is, if you put that on the table and say, I'm all in, it's gonna freaking thrive, okay? So that's for some of you. And like I said, some of us tend to just be half-assed in our life because it makes us feel better when we don't succeed. It's like, well, I could have done better, but I didn't. Well, why didn't you? Why didn't you just give it your all? You know? There could be someone external to you as well that's frustrating you, Capricorn, because they're not giving it their all, okay? So if this is a relationship or anything like that, there could be someone else that you feel like isn't giving, like you feel like they're not giving it their all, okay? And then we have the Ace of Cups. Ooh, tell me about the Ace of Cups. I feel like this is a surprise, or I want to say there's a surprise entrance here. There's a surprise meeting, an encounter maybe with someone. Because this girl, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like, it's like she's hugging the bottom of this light, the bottom of this just esoteric looking thing. Like something so divine, something so surreal that you never thought would happen. There's something so surreal that you never thought would happen. It looks like she just ran to it and hugged and fell on her knees and just hugged this thing. Whatever this thing is for you. The Ace of Cups is something that fulfills you, something that connects with you, that aligns with you as well, and the best version of yourself. There's something here that aligns with the best version of yourself, and it's like you never expected it to come your way or to enter your life. It's like there's something here being revealed, and it's like you run to it and you fall on your knees and you hug it and you're like, oh my God, I never thought that this would happen. I never thought that I would see you. I never thought, it's like a surprise encounter or offer, a surprise, something of a surprise that your higher self always wanted, but you kept yourself at class. You kept yourself not needing or begging for attention or begging for something. Whatever this was that you wanted so bad, but you never begged, you're getting it, okay? I hope that makes sense. With the Five of Swords in reverse, this is that defeat. But it's almost like a beautiful defeat. It's almost like the war, when the war ended, it's like, it's done. Everything's done. You don't need to put your guard up. You don't have to be strong. It's like someone saying, you don't have to be strong alone anymore. I got you. I get you. I understand you. So if this is love related, this is someone saying, I see you. I feel you. I see behind this class, even though it's classy, it's beautiful, it's handsome. I see behind that. You don't have to be alone anymore because I got you. It's like you don't have to fight. You don't have to be strong. You know, there's someone or even an opportunity, a job opportunity that you can just be real, you can be yourself in, that's coming your way because you don't have to be strong anymore. It's beautiful. King of Pentacles at the bottom. It could be a Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo that had to walk away from a situation that was imbalanced on their end as well. Or if this is work related, this is an opportunity that aligns so much with you that when it comes, it's like, I can't believe this happened. It's like I subconsciously manifested it, but I didn't think it would actually happen when it's here. And now I have to make decisions that are even more responsible for my greatest good. And it's a lot. And it's like it puts you on your knees. It puts you in this so grateful energy. And that's because you held your head high when you didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's very powerful. So it's good energy, Capricorn. I hope that made sense. But there's definitely, like I said, a lot of recognition, a lot of success. And even the end of the road is coming, and it's going to put you on, you know, the yellow brick road. It's like putting you on a whole new beautiful road that someone is going to carry you on. It's like you're going to hop in a buggy and they're going to take you to the castle and you can relax, you know? So we do have Virgo energy. We have Gemini. We have water, fire, earth. Okay. Some things that I say when I read, I don't know. Okay. So, Aquarius. bring in my lipstick? Okay. What messages do we have for Aquarius, universe, spirits, and guides? What messages do we have for Aquarius? So we have door to spirit. It came out in reverse, which is interesting because they wasn't even reversed. So, I mean, 3 and 2, so 5. A lot of you guys have been resisting the door to spirit or the door to, let's just get one more card here. It's like there's a door that's just wide open for you, Aquarius. Just wide open. And blossoming abundance. So, Aquarius, a lot of you guys have been almost turning your head or resisting some form of natural flow. In a relationship, in a work situation, there's some form of natural flow, the natural way of you and the way you exist or want to be perceived, or it's like the way you perceive your outer realm is oppressing who you authentically want to be. But the problem is the way you're perceiving your outer realm is the way you perceive it and not necessarily the truth. Okay, so a lot of you guys are resisting the door to abundance here, or the door to the natural flow of things, because you're creating a current. It's like your resistance is creating this whatever you call it, not a current, but whatever those water things is that sucks you right in. It's like the way you perceive your outer realm is what I want to say, or the way people will perceive you doesn't align with who you authentically want to be, but you feel like that's how you authentically want to be because you're resisting being sucked in, but it's not sucking you in. And that's the whole what's right is left and left is right thing in this whole situation. It's like there's a natural flow that may have been resisted here. Okay. And the numbers are adding up to 8 as well. So I feel like it's almost like there's something here that you've been putting a lot of effort into. There's something that you've been it's almost like when you feel like your works is what gives you grace and never an eternal life, I guess you could say, in the universe, if we're going to use the Bible metaphorically. It's almost like you may feel like your works are going to pay off when your soul isn't given a place in that job, in the way you handle a situation. It's like you're shutting out your soul and the natural flow of your existence and the way you perceive your reality. It's like your soul is just wanting to soar and flow, but there's all these like barriers that you are creating with your own mind in the way you think people perceive you, when those barriers are not justified. Give me another card for Aquarius. It's almost like what I want to say is there's it's like you put an expectation on yourself, Aquarius, but that expectation and that goal point isn't even who you want to be, but it's the person you're being to protect yourself from these barriers and rabbit holes that you think are in your outer realm. That's the best way I can explain it. That's way too many. Give me another card for Aquarius. Yeah, like it's almost like you're looking outside of yourself. It's like you're looking at your reality, Aquarius, as if you're on top of it, and you're putting all these barriers where they are not deserved, or it's like you're creating this blockage for your natural flow. Give me one more card for Aquarius. Realizations and epiphanies. Ooh, so this is good. I feel like with leaving at the bottom, I feel like a lot of you guys, Aquarius, I feel like this is that moment where you realize, it's like, say you were driving, you're going on vacation, and you just realize you're on the wrong road, but you're already 2 hours down that wrong road. A lot of you guys are having a lot of realizations and epiphanies, and it's beautiful. It's giving you a lot of clear state of mind, but the thought of having to go back and start this journey again pisses you off. Okay, so it's almost like you're making it a bigger deal than it needs to be. Okay, so a lot of you guys are realizing the truth, or having a lot of epiphanies about, you know, love or work or whatever it is. But it's like the fact that you have to go back and find the right road that you're supposed to be on. It's like, well, that was a waste of time. Or it's almost like you feel like you have to fail before you can succeed again, and that stresses you out because you're not 100% maybe. But these epiphanies that you're having, confirmation if you needed it, it's like there's something here that's very true to you, but you're gonna have to maybe backtrack, okay? Or if this is love, maybe you'll have to apologize, or, you know, whatever it is you want to do. There's something here that you need to backtrack in, okay? And you're resisting that natural flow. Tell me about these messages for Aquarius. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. It flew right over by the realizations and epiphanies. And then over here, we have the Five of Swords and Ace of Cups in reverse. So, like I said, that's that resistance with the Five of Swords, right? To the natural flow of things. Being very determined to the point of sabotaging what you want. And with the Ace of Cups in reverse, I feel like you're finding this very empty feeling in pushing opportunities away or pushing people away. It's almost like, yeah, you got your guard up. No one can touch you. But now it's like when you want love, or when you want an opportunity to come your way, it's like you feel like everybody's gone. Okay, it's almost like too much of a good thing is a bad thing. You know, one of those situations. Too much bananas is a bad thing, apparently. You know, things like that. It's like too much of a good thing is a bad thing. I feel like you've developed this system with the Five of Swords to be able to push any enemies or anyone that threatens you in any way. Thank you, Zena. I really appreciate that. It's like you've made a system. You've gone on the road to your vacation, for example. But now you're realizing it's not what you wanted, you know? It's not fulfilling you. It's not giving you that reciprocation. And that's because it's like, sometimes people are like, why doesn't anybody love me? Why doesn't anybody give me what I want? And it's like, I do this, I'm not gonna lie. I've done this, but I've learned I can't be like that. Because you push everybody away because you always feel like someone has bad intentions with you. You know, or you just get fed up with trying to be nice to people because they always screw you over. So it's almost like you've created these boundaries, or you've maybe even stopped applying for jobs because you're so used to people turning you down or whatever it is, to the point that you're resisting the natural flow of your existence. It's almost like you're refusing to exist as a human. It's like you're so disgusted with the fact that you have to risk your emotional well-being. You're so disgusted with the fact that you actually have to put yourself through this whole game, you know? It's that type of energy. But you realize if you want any form of back and forth reciprocation, you kind of have to give a little, okay? Even risk a little, turn back and go on a different road, okay? And then we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is seeing everything clearly. It's like, now you're still in the jail cell or in the prison cell, but you don't have the blindfold on anymore, so you can be able to kind of figure out how to get out of there or figure out a game plan. Okay, so it's like you're still maybe feeling trapped, but you don't see it as trapped anymore. You can see all these gateways and ways to get out of the system. Okay, so and I do feel like this is your natural flow kind of coming in to give you grace, to give you help here. Okay. Tell me about the Eight of Swords in reverse. Oh, that's too many, guys. Sorry, I didn't look at them. Tell me about the Eight of Swords in reverse with the Star. This is this is like following the star to Jerusalem, right? Or like, this is this girl, she's like following the star. She can't touch it yet, she can't see it, but at least she can see it. And that's the most important thing. There's hope in the ability to be able to see where you want to go and what you're wanting, what you want to feel. You may benefit from watching the Libra reading I did, because that was about, it's like, who do you want to be? What do you want to feel? Create and respond and react and create that person. How would they react? Because the way you have been, it maybe has been sabotaging opportunities or pushing people away. And this is like, you see the light. And this is also your energy. This is getting back in the flow of you, in the flow of Aquarius, right? And with that comes wish fulfillment. I also feel like as well, because there's, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a star right there. And the star, I mean, this is your soul, right? This point up here is your soul. Then we have the yin and the yang, and we have the earth and water, and we have the fire and air, you know, our masculine and our feminine. And I feel like this is about not having too much of a good thing, being able to balance out all your elements, all the elemental aspects of a soul that's going to thrive and continue and live forever on. This is about getting your stability in check, yes, your finances in check, yes, but where's the passion? Where's the love? That's still a part of Aquarius. And I feel like a lot of you guys with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Five of Swords, a lot of you guys could have been pushing away love or pushing away that part of yourself that wanted to be a part of this natural flow. And this is about, it's almost like those escape rooms. It's like you need to figure out all the riddles to get out of the room. It's like you need to figure out what is it that's missing in your life? What is it that you're wanting in your life? And getting that star back into check. Getting all aspects of yourself in check. And I'm a firm believer. I mean, I don't really talk too much about my beliefs because they should matter nothing to you. But for me, it's like I need all elements balanced, or I feel like there's going to be sickness that's involved, or things of that nature. Like, that's authentically what I believe. If we're missing something of some nature, something from the esoteric is going to fill that, and that may not be good for me, because there's a million souls and energies that are out there just dying for a vessel to take over. So like I said, I feel like this is about balancing out your energies and getting into the natural flow. Not being too scared, you know, not being scared to risk or be vulnerable. Okay, with the Six of Swords in reverse and the Fool energy. So a lot of you guys are starting to recognize that maybe you have made roads harder for you than it needed to be. Because the Six of Swords in reverse is, there's still some resistance, there's still some fear. A lot of you guys are tempted also to stay in a situation or go back to an ex, or it's like you're still tempted. It's like when everything's failing, Aquarius, it's like you're tempted to put all your energy and eggs into what seems to be going well, even if it's missing all the other elemental aspects. So there is some resistance here, but I feel like you're more open to it. It's like with the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like, yes, I'm resistant. I may be nervous. I'm scared to start from, I don't even want to say start from ground zero. It's more so just like I said, getting on the right road, right? But you can still enjoy the process of getting on the right road. You can blast your music, you can make it enjoyable. And I still, there's resistance to fixing something here. But it's like you're open to it. It's almost like, you know, when a child, I'm not saying you're childlike, but I just thought of my son, for example. It's like when a child's, they're like, okay, I'll clean, but they stomp their whole way doing it. It's like, it's like that, Aquarius. It's like you're open to it, but it's like you're not happy that you have to do it. It's almost like me sometimes. I'm like, why do I have to be human? Like, why do I have to figure this out? It's like I don't want to be human sometimes. Like, why must I partake? But I have to if I want this life to be enjoyable, you know? But I do see in the beginning here with the Fool energy. This is resetting, rebalancing, rewiring the natural flow, and at least allowing the natural flow of you to get that fulfillment in all aspects. So a lot of epiphanies, a lot of seeing clearly, yet not liking the fact that you're seeing clearly. It's like knowledge comes with responsibility, unfortunately. When you're a soul that knows what you do and knows how you react to energy, well, you're now responsible for that, you know? But it's beautiful because we can manifest shit that people that don't know what they're doing can't, you know? Just do it, okay? We do have Aries energy, so, you know, a lot of epiphanies may be happening for this Aries full moon. So, And we have Aquarius energy, but this is very solo. This is like a battle within the mind. Okay. All right, Pisces, last but not least. Pisces. But I totally relate to that, Aquarius. Like, I realized, you know what? I don't have a lot of friends, or I want to go out, but I don't have anyone to go out with. And I'm like, well, that's because I don't try to make friends. And when I don't try to make friends, I don't have friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes we have to sacrifice a little bit to be able to have something we want. You know, if you want friends, you have to try to make friends, even though that seems exhausting. Because in my experience, friends just come with drama, but that's because I never had the right friends. So it's about doing it differently next time. All right, what do we have for Pisces? What messages do we have for Pisces, universe, spirits and guides? I'm all your guys' friends because you get me, you get this world, right? But I'm talking about like in my very small town. It's hard to find people that get me. And I'm one of those people that's like, if you don't get me, you don't get me. Like, I can't give you a manual. Like, just let me be me. But I don't know, but it's my fault because I don't really put myself out there. So we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. What messages do we have for Pisces? What messages do we have for Pisces? Oh, damn. I can pick it up. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I want to take those. I'm not going to take them, guys, because there's 4 of them. If it was 2, I would take it, but let's see if they can come out again, okay? What messages do we have for Pisces? What messages do we have for Pisces? 7th chakra archangel, Uriel. I feel like this is, this is the crown chakra, okay? The 7th chakra. I feel like there's angels, there's guides, Pisces, there's people maybe, there's energies in itself. I mean, people are energy, so I consider people spirits. It's just, are they good or bad for me? I feel like there is energies that are wanting to help you, or there's some hidden knowledge here. There's hidden knowledge or a deeper reflection or perspective on a situation that you don't know. Yeah, victory. It's almost like there's something here that you may have made a lot of assumptions about, or there's something here you wasn't seeing all sides of the story. It's like there's some hidden form of information, Pisces, that is trying to make its way into you, but it's like you're already looking at something like you know everything about it, and it's like it's almost like frustrating your spirit guides. I'm thinking of so many memes right now that are popping up. It's like frustrating your spirit guides, Pisces, because it's like they're trying to talk to you, and it's like you're just staring forward like, no, I know better. You know, I already know. It's like, I already know it's not going to work out, or I already know something here. Or you could be looking at something like a loss when really it was the universe's way of saving you from something that would have hurt you or wasn't good for you as well. Because I feel like there's a road that you can step on that will take you out of something very painful, because all these numbers are adding up to 6. And I feel like there's harmony, there's peace, there's the ability to be able to detach yourself from a situation and still have a victory, but it's like you're almost allowing something or someone to put you in a place that doesn't deserve to, okay? It's almost like you've been doing the groundwork. What I want to say, if this is love related, you may have been doing the groundwork or building the foundation for someone, or always being willing to be that foundation for someone. And it's like, yet somehow you still feel like you're the one that lost on everything, or you lost everything, when the universe is like, no, just let me speak to you. Let me help you. There's victory behind this pain. But just close your eyes and allow us to talk to you. Allow yourself to see something from a different perspective. yourself. Because what I always say, when anything is impacting your energy and outside of your own soul and spirit, first of all, nothing deserves to make you feel like crap. Not if you're, like, you don't have to allow anything in your space. Your soul will know what we need to be convicted of, or your soul will know what, oh my God. Sorry, I don't know. That just scared the shit out of me. Sometimes I daze out and I see, like, guys must see that. Maybe you experience this. Like, I daze out and I see, like, spots of light. But just now, I seen, like, this person, like, standing right there. And it was, like, scared the shit out of me. And I know it was just me seeing things, because that just happens to me all the time. But I seen, like, Pisces. Oh my God, that's what the universe is trying to tell you. The universe is, like, right behind you. I swear to God, I got goosebumps. The universe is, like, behind you saying, no, let me talk to you. Open up your chakra. I need to talk to you. You know, let me talk to you. There's victory in this. You did not lose. This was us protecting you from something. Healing from the past. Okay, so this could be someone that put you through a lot of crap, put you through the whirlwind. Maybe there was something here that caused a lot of pain, a lot of frustration. You may feel like you wasted your time. You may feel like you wasn't, it's almost like when you're picked last in line, like for a basketball team, you know, in school, or it's like, even if this is work related, maybe you never got a job somewhere where you really wanted, and it's almost like it kind of made you feel, it's like you let someone else's opinion or judgment on you, you allowed that to be your truth, or it impacted your energy and put it out to the universe as if you actually believe that. And that's the type of energy we need to be careful of, because every successful person, they fail way more than they succeed, and that's something we have to keep in mind. And success is about not being willing to succeed, but being willing to fail way more than we succeed. You know, so there is something here you're still healing from. Be careful that you're not allowing someone else's perception to become true of you. And it's almost like you're waiting. It's like a lot of you guys subconsciously know it's not true, but the fact that you're still waiting or standing there or hoping for something to work out despite the way they treated you or whatever they put on you, that in itself is telling the universe, like, that's what you're deserving of. Say no. If you want the universe to say, no, I deserve more, then pick yourself up, wipe yourself off, and move on to something new. You know, you tell the universe what you want. Don't allow people and other energies tell you what you're deserving of. Okay? What can you tell me about these energies for Pisces? Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. With the Emperor, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. What's going on here, Pisces? This is the victory. Victory. So, Pisces, I do feel like, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is about alignment. It's also saying that it's a very synchronistic energy. It's a very synchronistic card. The Ace of Pentacles is like a gift from the gods in the third dimensional realm of life. So a lot of you guys could be experiencing a lot of just weird incidents, or it's like you're seeing a lot of synchronicities. You're seeing a lot of number sequences. A lot of you guys could be hearing things. You're just driving and it's like you're listening to frequencies, but you're not, or you're hearing a lot of humming in your ears, or something of that nature. It's like a lot of you guys are feeling something more, but it's like it's being brushed off. It's like the universe is trying to pull you to stabilize. This is that moment when we stabilize the patient, we stabilize the situation. We stabilize the situation. And I feel like the universe is calling you to stabilize the situation by putting a lot of effort into your personal goals, into your work, things of that nature. I do see with the Seven of Swords in reversed, a lot of you guys are also starting to become very honest with yourself about the situation, okay? But this is also that hidden information, like I said at the beginning, with the Seven of Swords in reverse coming to light. There's a lot of hidden information coming to light, and it's almost going to be like, wow, like, okay, how did I not see this before? Or if you have been putting something else or someone else above you as if you actually failed on something, that information, or there's something coming to the surface that completely changes your perspective on a situation or person. For some of you guys, I don't like saying this, but a lot of you guys may have felt like something was over, but it's not. It was just the circumstances wasn't what you thought it was, and someone is coming to express that to you, Pisces, or someone wants to let you know that it's not the way it happened, or they want to clear the air with you, or they want to set the record straight. Okay, so there could be some form of hidden information that you wasn't aware of coming to the surface, but that comes with that stabilization. You know, it's like that comes with you focusing on being in sync with yourself, being in sync with the universe, holding yourself accountable as well for what you're wanting in life and what you're doing, and putting those together, because our priorities and our desires already, we prove to ourselves in the world what we truly want, but by what we do. You can say you want something all day long, but if your actions don't reflect what you're wanting, you don't want it. You're just someone that can bite off more than you can chew, or you're just desiring things that would be nice, but I don't actually want it because I'm not doing anything about it. You know, but I do see you guys doing, you're determined to see something succeed. A lot of you guys are taking that empty void or pain that someone may have put you through, and you're using that energy to propel you in another direction in your life. It's like you're turning pain to power, and that's why you're powerful, and that's why you will see the harvest with the Eight of Pentacles, because you're stabilizing the situation. But for a lot of you, there is something coming to the surface here. It could be a promotion as well. If a lot of you guys wanted a promotion, maybe you're moving up to a boss-like position, or there's an opportunity coming to the surface that you really want, and it has a lot of, it's held in high regards. This position is held in high regards, or there's a lot of respect that comes with this position. So there is an opportunity coming to you. And the reason that it's coming to you is because you are stabilizing yourself and you're trusting in spirit. You're coming out of this, I want to say bratty, don't take this personally. We all go through that. It's like you're coming out of this, well, that didn't work out, now I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Like, you know, you're coming out of that energy pretty quickly. Okay. With the Ace of Swords, Death in reverse, and the Nine of Wands. So I do feel like this is giving it one last go, or someone's giving it one last go, or there's something that you're getting another chance in, or a second opportunity, a second shot. If this is love related, this is someone that is having a hard time letting you go. They feel some level of attachment or bond to you on a spiritual level. And this is someone saying, hey, you know I turned you down in the past. I mean, look at the way she's looking. She's like, hey, you know, I know this happened, or I know that happened, but it almost reminds me of like the Tom Sawyer, if you guys see. It's like he kind of like shrugs up to that little girl, I can't remember her name, but it's like, hey, I know I did this to you, but I'm willing to give it another go, or someone's willing to give it another go, or give you another opportunity at a job maybe, or there's another opportunity becoming open for you to apply for. But there is a warning here, Pisces. If this is love coming back from the past, or something of that nature, someone's not being truthful, or someone isn't giving you the whole truth. It's almost like someone that says, hey, this is the truth, but it's still not the truth. There's still something missing from that truth. And holding on to something, whether it's a job or love, Pisces, is going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you descended, I guess you could say. It's almost like holding on to an ex or a job situation for some of you. It's going to keep you descended. It's almost like you have to remove everything you know. It's like you have to remove your higher self. You have to remove your better knowing to be able to put up with something from the past. So it's one of those situations, like, are you willing to? I do feel what I want to say is, I want to say descending in a situation, Pisces, staying stuck into something from the past, it will bring on money or some form of financial success, but it's almost like giving you $10 and being happy when I could have gave you $1,000, you just didn't ask for it. You know, it's almost like you are settling for something because you're like, yeah, it's going to bring me a lot of financial success, but it's like the devil in disguise. It's like something is looking nice, but you're not seeing the other opportunities. Something is keeping you stuck or resisting some form of transformation. Okay, with the Six of Wands in reverse. Again, this is someone or something that doesn't fully appreciate your potential or your value. There could be someone that constantly is good at making you feel like you're in the wrong as well. But I feel like this isn't the victory. This is almost like a temptation, what I want to say, Pisces, just to wrap things up. This is a temptation, because with the Six of Wands in reverse, this is not a victory. This isn't your highest good. And the universe is trying to wake you up, saying, Pisces, listen to me, hear me. There's a victory here, but you have to look forward. You have to allow me to guide you. And I feel like a lot of you guys are resisting some form of guidance, or it's like you're ignoring your higher knowledge. You're ignoring that hidden knowledge that you already have, because you're so bound and determined to gain something from the past that you thought was a loss when it wasn't a loss at all. You know, it's like something is definitely not what it seems here. And it's like the universe is trying to give you a victory. But whatever this opportunity is coming from the past, this is something from the past. This is something that your soul is trying to overcome and put to the past, like leave it in the past. But it comes with a tempting offer. It comes with someone looking pretty. They have good words. They know what to say. They speak with truth, but yet give you no truth at all. And yet you still have to ignore your higher knowledge in order to accommodate this or this person into your life. So it's like, is it really a victory? And I feel like I said, the universe is trying to be like, Pisces, just listen to me. Move forward, you know? So I feel like if a lot of you guys, like at the beginning with the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor, this is the energy that will give you a true victory. It's almost like this girl, despite what may have been going on the previous day or that day at all, she's still going to continue to work on her craft, on her whatever it is that you do. And she's going to dress pretty, and she's going to act like nothing even happened, even though if deep down she may feel some level of disappointment or sadness. She's going to continue to work because she wants to see the harvest, and she knows her worth. And I feel like if you can allow yourself to keep moving forward without emotions dictating your everyday decisions, you will receive some form of success, but it will come with... if you're wondering if this is for you, or if you're confused by this reading, Pisces, if you are tempted to go back to something in the past, but that opportunity, you can only take it if you act like there's something that you know consciously that is behind you. And if there's something that you are tempted to go back to, that you almost have to remove your knowledge that you have gained in order to settle, that's what I'm talking about. There's something here that you know very well is not good for you. So if there's something that brings in a lot of excitement and it's like, oh, this is new, this is different, I wasn't expecting this, then yeah, take it. But I'm talking about something that is keeping you resisting some form of growth or transformation. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So guys, I hope you enjoyed these readings. For signs, guys, we do have Scorpio, we have Aries. Could be any element though, okay? But I hope you guys really enjoyed these readings. I really love doing this style of reading. But I have to be in a very specific energy. But the moon, the energy tonight is just incredible. And I'm probably gonna like vibe out tonight myself, to be quite honest with you. But I love you guys so much. And I'm gonna do the timestamps for you guys too. But thank you for everyone that was here. But I love you guys, okay? No problem, guys. Thank you. See you, Vanessa, Stephanie. I love you guys.